It's a mouth flush.
Well, I still haven't heard the.
God damn it! I wasn't recording
toilet
it.
Ghosts.
We need to do this again.
Right.
No, yeah,
That's right.
We have our haunted armoire.
Your haunted toilet that's related to
not haunted armor, haunted armor.
So I read this really cool book called After Dark that Amanda made me read, and it was really awesome. And then I got my book club at work to read it, and everybody fucking loved it. But
Good job, Rabbit.
yeah, good job, Amanda. We loved it. We did the audiobook, and the narrator could not pronounce armoire.
Oh no!
Oh no.
And
what was
it was
saying?
a very armoire. And
Well, at least it wasn't armoire.
Wow.
every time
You're trying too hard. Nobody's appreciating it.
Right?
and not even on top of that, but like apparently it was like a really focal point of the book, so he said it like 12 times a chapter.
Times.
Yeah, and it was just like, what the fuck?
I just found out recently that in the Netflix release of Ava, apparently they changed the pronunciation of nerve to like nerve.
Why?
Nobody knows.
There's not an A in there.
No.
I don't
And
know.
it's just literally the word nerve without the E at the end.
Is that me?
Right.
Yeah, I think so.
Let me just turn that off.
That makes no sense. There's some other stuff that it's like, why?
I don't know
Whatever.
why.
I mean, that happens a lot. I saw The Last Airbender.
Yeah. Soka.
No.
Avatar.
Like, Avatar is just a word. It's a word, and that's
It's
how
an-
you
it's
pronounce
an
it.
English
It's actual-
word.
I refuse to believe that is a real movie.
Fair.
Soka.
Yeah.
Yep. So
God, that
bad.
movie
It's
is
like
so
it's an
bad.
it's an American show. It's
Yeah.
not like
It's an
you had-
American show
With
in
an
a made-up-
American, with English original language,
You have
with the
3 seasons of it
pronunciations.
that you can watch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
Like, I don't know what you think you're like set in a fantasy setting. Like, none of this is real Asia.
That's right.
Like,
You're not being more correct in your
yeah, like
100%.
no, the correct pronunciation is the way they fucking say it on the TV show, you assholes.
Yeah.
So
Anyway.
frustrating.
Yeah, that's a weird.
So yeah,
That's a weird one.
like the video I watched was about how they changed the translation of when Kaoru says "I love you," they changed it to "I really like you" or something like that because it's closer to the actual. That was the whole video. Go watch the video. But they were like, here's some other things they changed that people are kind of like miffed about, and like the nerve one, I was like, ew.
Yeah, that's a weird.
That would piss me off. I
Yeah.
don't even like it that much.
We have
like,
a lot of these
what?
acronyms
What?
at work. We have ERV and MERV, and that's how they're all
Right.
pronounced.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You make that E.
Air.
You make that E as short.
Nerve.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah. Well, he has an excuse. He doesn't speak English. So, you know,
True,
like if anyone's
true.
gonna. But yeah, I'm like, guys.
No, don't get rid of that. I need that. Okay.
Anyway, so that's what reminded me of that. Oh, spoilers for my cleric game. I straight up did that shit where I planted like false information in front of them. It's like, yeah, there's an armor of invisibility,
Oh, there it is.
right? But no, it's actually an armoire of invincibility.
The classic.
I want that.
And yeah, no, the armoire lasts forever. It's great. Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty great.
Well, the whole like I like you, I love you thing is a disconnect because Japanese people don't actually say I love you very often.
No, Aishiteru is
Aishiteru was
crazy
like-
fucking rare. Yeah.
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 It's like most of the time it's like desu or daisuki.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like,
And these
but
are-
it
Yeah.
communicates the same emotion. You just
Mhm.
don't really say.
It's all about the
yeah.
context, babe.
Yeah, well, it's just kind of like in French,
it's
you
just
have
really
aimer,
formal.
which is like
Yeah.
you use that like to say that you like things, but you can also say you love somebody
Yep.
that way. Like
There's not really.
So yeah, so
there isn't a specific word that means like
There's not a like and love that you know
yeah.
communicate like the 2 degrees. I guess like it's all MA and
Can you
know.
Can you do me a favor? Can you go get my cord off my desk?
I hate you.
Good.
oh, you should flip
You're
the switch.
standing. We're sitting.
What?
Igor, flip the switch.
Oh yeah.
Because we're not
Right.
on.
My
We don't have juice currently.
my computer cord
Probably white.
on my desk. No, I'm sorry, not my on the craft table.
Oh, this one that I'm looking at?
Yep.
Yes. Yes.
That one. Probably that one. No?
I'm gonna need the white cord.
The one on the right?
Yes, I need the whole with the plug and everything.
It's looped around. Okay, cool.
Oh yeah.
Uh-huh.
You can even see the cell phone shadow.
I didn't
Yeah,
see
yeah,
nothing.
that's the
Don't worry
picture
about
that I fucking took, like ghetto, like
Yeah.
a dumbass.
I don't know.
I don't need it.
Getting that full.
Did you want me to chuck it at your face?
No, you could have used your fucking legs to bring it over. Bye.
I love you.
Yeah, you sure do.
So the YouTube channel is called Getting the Robot,
Mm-hmm.
which makes me sad because they stopped doing content like in 2020 and then basically became Beyond the Bot, which then stopped doing content 2 months ago. And I'm like, I need y'all to start whatever next project because apparently it's an every 2 years thing, so I can watch other weebs do video essays on weeb shit. Like, so yeah, it was interesting. It was good. I was like, oh.
All right, now Sally, this is my cup.
Oh. Yeah.
Right. Because
She
last
often
week
will just take mine and be like, "Oh, I need more drink," and I'm like,
yeah,
"Okay,
we
bye."
just co-opted Lisa's cup.
It's okay. Just it's
Well,
fine.
there's an extra one
Yeah,
right here that
there
I'm
is
not
an extra.
currently using, so
That usually is what happens.
if anyone's cup gets corrupted,
I
we
just,
do
I
have
don't
it.
know. I just don't think about it. And I don't know why I put it there because
She
I'm
just must
do
have
it.
all cups.
expecting
It's
to
like
be
a-
do it.
here.
Mm-hmm.
Sit over
I mean,
here.
It's
yeah,
just
it's
how it
not a big
happens.
deal.
Do
It's
it.
just weird.
I think it's hilarious.
Do it.
Okay, if we are,
You should put a glass near me. It's gonna
Here's another
confuse
one.
me.
Just put them all in
the empty one too.
That's right.
I'm just gonna be like analysis paralysis. I'll never
Right.
have a drink again.
Yep.
Choose wisely.
One of these is your drink.
Right.
The other one is poison.
Many of them are not.
Yep.
Never have a drink again.
Okay, if we want to order boba, we can order boba, but I can't find the bill this time, guys. I love you all.
I can do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anytime.
Okay. Are you being serious?
No.
Because you know I
There's
will.
no way that delivers.
I'm not sending you boba.
I mean, I would.
Amanda. I
I'm
know
gonna
you
send-
would, but
yeah.
you're not the one ordering the boba.
That's fair.
All right, let's see how much Boba is on Amazon.
Tony will just send you the boba. Like
No,
just...
yeah, the Boba. It's
It is a really weird show.
hell yeah, it is. Apparently,
That's
apparently.
the one with the guy with like the magic nose hair.
So I
right?
looked at the wikis.
Yeah.
Hair is outlawed, and so he has an amazing afro, and so he fights the man with his incredibly horrific tentacle porn like nostril hairs.
Yep.
It is.
I do know that about that show.
It is amazing.
They used to
That's
show it on
something.
Tsunami.
Yep, it's something.
Oh yeah.
That sounds like a.
It is.
That
True
does
knowledge.
sound like something.
I pre-ordered shit from them too.
Yeah.
Sorry. In the year 300X, the entire world is under tyrannical rule of the Maruagi Empire,
Okay.
and the ruler Surulina IV, Chrome Dome Empire, and Baldy Bald IV in the English dub.
They're getting ready for that.
His
Okay,
hair
I'm
hunt
back.
troop captures innocent bystanders' hair, leaving the people victims of the hair hunt troop's head shaving and their villages in ruins. Standing against this evil regime is the heroic but bizarre rebel Bo. That's 3 bows, 1 bow, 2 bow. He fights the hair hunt troop with his powerful
Hair Trump.
Hair Trump.
I mean,
with his powerful
that's awkward.
Hanage Shinken, Fist of the Nose Hair.
Oh, there it
His
is.
team
God damn it.
consists of the normal teen girl Beauty, the smelly teen warrior Heppokumaru Gasser, and the Hajike leader Don Patch or Papa Rocks.
Dawn Patch.
Bobo 1 and 2 is an exciting gag-filled quest in which he uses his hair as a weapon in many locales to fight the forces of the Maharage Empire as he gains other allies along the way. Oh my god, that's
something. That is
amazing.
something.
Things I need to see.
I mean,
Meanwhile, I'm still trying to finish Tiger and Bunny.
anime's like this, right? It's like what kind of heavy shit can we
so
weave
good.
into this? And then the next show is like, what about a dude fighting like fucking hair Nazis with
The
his
carrot
nose hair?
version? Yep.
Yeah.
I already ordered all 5 versions of the regular album, and then they were like,
I-
"Oh
I
yeah,
only-
now we're doing carrot versions
I
also."
only
I'm
got
Here's
like,
the
I got
titular
one random.
Bobo.
Of course.
And
You know, that's kind of what I would have
That's-
expected.
That's
I
how I
don't want a
pictured
random
it.
one or the other.
That
Is it as glorious as you
if
remember?
you go on Choice Music, you can pick
Oh,
which
thank you,
members you
Poppy.
get.
Nice. Okay, yeah.
No, that's fair. That's fair. I understand.
No, I know all about. I never watched it, but I've seen what it is.
Oh, is that where he comes from? Cabbage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cabbage.
The glasses.
For those following along at home, that is, yeah, just start
There's
typing
some-
in bo, 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 and your autofill will fill it in, I'm sure. So it's fine.
And then there's the yellow.
There's some sort of like My Cabbage's board game or something.
Yes,
Yeah.
what?
I saw an ad for it. Now
I
I
need
can't remember
this.
what it was, but it was some sort of My Cabbage's.
I feel like it's got to be a Jenga style game.
Yeah, right.
At One Fanime, we saw like an episode of, was it Onion Samurai, I think? And we were always like, oh yeah, we should watch that. And then we never found it again. But yeah, there's a little anthropomorphic onion with the hat and
I don't know why this is always so fucking hard for me.
little
Like,
katana. Because you like options.
no, just like there's
No,
three.
I hate
thi-
options.
There's three. Yeah, I kind of do actually. Like, there's 3 things I always get from this place, and I'm always like, is that what I don't know. Is that what I want? Is that what I want? Is that what I want? No, that's get something new. Don't like it. What if you don't like it? Stupid.
New stuff sucks.
I was like, fuck new things, get what you like.
Yeah. But like, I either get the Earl Grey, the taro milk tea, or the peach drink that doesn't have mint.
Yeah.
Because they have the 2 peach drinks.
Oh, Canadian white rose milk tea?
See, and then shit like that sounds good. Then I'm like, what if you don't like it?
I kinda
These things don't go
want that.
together.
Because of a
Sounds
pervert, I heard peach tea, and I was like, whoa,
There was
peach.
that old man that used to come to the winery all the time, and he
Oh,
was
God.
so sweet, but he,
Oh, I
he
filled
just,
in my own boxes on that one. I almost
he,
choked.
he
The
spoke
kryptonite.
like very, very little English, and we'd always come in with his daughter Irma, who was a fucking bitch.
Oh yeah.
Like, her father and I, like, communicate quite well.
Should we?
Like,
should we?
I don't work there no more. Irma, if you're listening to this, you were a bitch. Your father is lovely, and I don't know how you came out of him.
I don't know who you
Anyway.
are, but we hate you.
I'm not saying last names.
Hell yeah, fuck Mitch.
Anyway,
That's
All
right.
so
Get back in your fucking
like
house.
we would be, you know, doing the immigrant. I know half your part of your language, you know part of my language. Chit chat. We were perfectly content, having a good time, laughing, just enjoying each other. He was a very nice man, little old man from Mexico. And she would come up and she'd be like, well, he doesn't speak English. And then, like, yell at him in Spanish, like, what's happening. And he's like, oh, you know, like, leaning away from her because she's yelling at him. She was one of those people. And just, like, very,
Wow.
very entitled and like, well, we're all here and we're members. And I'm like, well, they're members too. I don't know what you fucking want from me. Like, I treat everyone the same.
Yeah.
Go away.
Y'all members here.
In fact, the only time I don't treat people the same are when you act like this.
Right?
So,
You are not
Oh,
in any way
no.
encouraging me to treat you better.
but he would come in, and so his favorite flavors were peach, cherry, and pomegranate. And so, I think pomegranate is durazno? Or is that peach?
I think that's peach because pomegranate is granada.
Okay, yeah. So he would say durazno to me, and I'm like, okay, I know what you want. And then he would go, peach, I want your peach. And I'm like,
Oh.
Youch.
you can have this one.
Right.
Right?
That's like a.
Yeah, but he was
If
just,
I had $1,
he just,
That's
he
a little
was,
aggressive, sir.
He was just very sweet,
you're
little
very
old
polite,
man.
but we should at least have dinner first.
You're right.
You know, and it's just, it was his accent that made peach sound like peach, and it was, you know, perfectly harmless and sweet, and I miss him. I hope he's okay.
I think they make a
Pretty sure his
peach
wife died
Sprite.
of cancer right before he left.
Oh, yeah.
Peach spray.
Peach Sprite.
Fries? Lose my mind.
Simple ways to set off. Oh, Lisa. Who's this dork in the corner of your phone? Looks like a doofus who plays Magic.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Yeah, I know. That's why it's good.
So do I get Woozy and Sunquan again? Or do I get backup people?
Nah.
I mean,
Always go for your biases. I think that was real.
See, this was what I-
Because there's like 6 that I'm like, I like this chunk.
because when Attacker came out, I got 5 of them.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for the name and update, Amanda.
Oh,
Ooh,
you're welcome.
What? Oh,
I saw a post.
Mitch in the dumpster.
nice.
Ah, I love it.
It's beautiful.
I was about to be like, "Where's my phone?" It's in Tony's hands. 'cause
Yeah,
it's-
Hello.
it's making the rounds.
I love that
Wow.
he's embracing it.
Well, he's not doing it right because he should be Mitch from the dumpster.
It's true.
I mean, unless he's always in there, in which I guess, but.
I mean,
I also found the Woozy 13 tapes.
Oh, thank you.
oh, I have
Because
that one.
they've only I think they've only released Woozy and Hoshi.
Yeah. The idea is that there's going to be one for each member, but they're taking forever to release them.
Yeah, they are.
Because I have Hoshi and Lubu.
Yeah, I thought of getting the Hoshi one, and I'm like, Hoshi is one of my 6. Blah.
I mean, it's for
Just
Spider.
Woozy.
It's got nice pictures.
Yeah, I know.
It's good for Spider.
Yeah, Woozy's for Ruby.
Yeah.
Shit, this is
Which
way
I thought
too
it was
long.
weird that Side by Side didn't count as one of those for the 8.
Yeah,
I guess it didn't.
because the
Is
8
it-
has a couple.
Thanks, bro.
Because, well, he specifically that one he released like at the same time that Spider was happening.
Yeah. I'm
I
confused.
don't know.
Nothing makes sense.
Who does that? Who does that?
You?
What?
Who?
Doesn't someone do that? They're like,
I have no idea.
ba-da, darling, ba-da.
Maybe someone from Steel Magnolias?
Probably.
Yeah, that seems it.
Yeah. Seems legit. Okay, bye guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
We're alone. Anyway, alright. Whenever John is ready.
I should actually stop playing this game that I don't know how to save, so I can't ever stop.
Yeah.
Wait, who
Yeah.
got the golden? Was that you?
Gamer Trubs. No, I got the mango. With
You got
more
the mango.
I got blush.
You got the blush. You
John
got-
got golden.
He got
I got the roast.
So he got the roses. So I ordered golden. I couldn't
Oh.
remember if it was me or not.
I'm the Earl
'Cause I-
Grey.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I just
Yeah.
suggested it and then was like, wait, was that even my drink?
I got the roast something. I like how we all just remember like one word out of her.
Yeah,
Well,
okay.
mine just had one.
I think
word,
mine's
but-
Royal Earl or something.
Yours is Duke of Earl.
Duke
His
of
is
Earl.
roast is history.
Yeah, that's right.
Blush, 2 to mango, golden. Okay. Okay.
I'm a basic bitch. I know what I like.
That's right.
I almost got the strawberry one because I'm a basic bitch. I know what I like, but it had like the salty cheese on it, and I was like, I'm not feeling that adventurous right now.
Yeah, they had the strawberry kiwi one.
Strawberry kiwi.
It's too late now.
Yeah, I
Do I remember
We're
when they
mango
released
fuckers in
the-
here. Sorry?
Oh, whenever anyone says strawberry kiwi, it just reminds me of when they released the strawberry kiwi. I think it was Snapple,
Yes.
and they had that commercial with the
Yeah.
strawberry kiwi.
Yeah.
I'm seeing the picture of Mitch of the dumpster now.
Did you tell him he was wrong and now he's fixed it?
No.
Because that's the
No,
kind of
he
time.
was asleep.
Mitch in the
He looks like Mitch.
I mean,
Right,
I
yeah,
told him to get in the dumpster, so I think it makes sense.
Yeah, he's on his way to the dumpster right now.
But yes, he very much does look like a Mitch.
Yeah. That's definitely what I see
Yeah.
Mitch looking like when I ran the game.
He's got a ponytail. Really?
You can tell him this character transcends space and time and campaigns because he also made an appearance in my D&D game on Front Shelf.
Nice.
There needs to
Oh,
be a
and
Mitch.
by the way, I need to
It's San
see
Felipe
if I
now.
save a screenshot of it.
I'm sure there is.
I found someone who spells their name like with every letter. Megan, that's
The Megan?
just like
The Meagon.
Did you find the primal Meagan?
The
One in
the
the water.
hag
the proto-meg.
with two ends at the end.
The Magahan.
Yeah. Yep. Like 3 different H's.
3 different H's.
Yep.
Mahagan.
Mahogany.
I mean, I tried to think of what name would be the most
Mahogany.
ridiculous spelled dumb.
Every time you
And it's
do
always
this,
like names that are short, so
and you
like
put the
yours,
T
yours
out.
or mine.
Uh-huh.
I'm like, are we getting coffee from Tim Hortons?
LYSSA.
This is
Yeah,
basically
you
what that's
gotta
at.
get, yeah.
This
What
is
the
the
hell was
shit you
that
put in your
noise?
cup holder.
That's right.
So you can go to the drive-thru at Tim Hortons.
Yeet. Give me my small black.
That's right.
They gave me this the last time I went.
Give me a double.
A VIP button.
Oh yeah, I signed up for the thing. I get points.
Yeah, that's what this is, yeah?
I assume so. I did it through the internet, so I never got a card.
That ham and
That's when I was
Swiss
there last
sandwich.
And I'm like, can I put that with that?
Many a late evening.
I just signed up with my email, but I'm sure you can
I'm
just put
listening,
that in there
John.
somehow.
Don't worry.
Yeah,
I saw you. I saw you drifting off into another realm.
Oh, right.
It was glorious.
What?
That's
He
what happens.
He was in the drive-through at a Tim Hortons
I was-
just then. He was
Oh,
he was
I was invested with the memory,
I've seen that look before.
and you moved on. The muse struck
No, yeah,
me.
he looked
I got
through
distracted
you,
by this
and then
stuff.
you were like, "Ooh, yeah, no,
Yeah.
Ooh, vicariously enjoying
was
Jake
watching.
here.
This
Yeah,
is-
so when I physically went to the store, they were like, "Oh, do you want to join our thing?" And I was like, "Yeah." They were like, "Here you go." And so like, I spent money, so I got money.
Oh,
But can I like?
yeah, there it is.
How does it go in there?
Yeah,
I see.
yeah, that's where we are.
Oh,
For the-
I was
for the
like,
thing.
what is my what? How much was it for?
Yeah, that's intense, Amanda.
Wasn't ours like what, $12?
Yeah, I think it's like $6 a person.
Cool.
I was like, oh right. Like you
With
guys
the
are nice
middle, no.
friends and actually pay us back when we do.
I mean, unless you say I got it, I'm
That's
covering it. It's cool, but like,
No, not today.
We're doing a little- yeah, I know.
got a tattoo today.
no,
I
yeah,
need
I was
money.
like, yeah, no, I see where all your money is right now. It's nice.
You're wearing it on your sleeve.
And we
if
all
you
know, we've all had that moment.
I had like a brief panic moment where I didn't say anything out loud, but I was like, did I bring enough money? Is he gonna give me the price? And I'm gonna be like, oh, I don't have that.
will.
And then what are you gonna do? Take it off your skin?
Yeah, like it's already done. Like
You're gonna
I was
just
like,
peel
oh,
it
no.
off. You're gonna
Just
have to
pull out
Thankfully-
my knife and clack it
Thankfully
up
that
and
did not
just
happen.
Keep
take
my
it back.
arm. I
Take a
go
return.
I
home.
had
No, they
picked
just-
the right amount of money to bring.
Good
It's
job.
alright.
They just keep you
So-
hostage until Jaren comes to get you.
Yeah, that's
Right.
what I figure.
Man.
But
Okay, do we want to go over what's actually happened last time? Because
Nah.
that's where I'm at. Well, basically, we just have to talk to a bunch of traumatized Ascaras. That's kind of the short ending.
Well, there's that.
Oh yeah, because they were gonna try and burn down
Yeah.
the house, and so we were like, "Fuck you, we're gonna burn you down first."
You prevented a murder by doing more murder. So
That's how we do
I
it.
mean, they deserved it.
right?
no judgment.
Yeah. If there's anything that Matushka would have been like, good job, Zhenya, I think that one was it.
I
Also, buttered strumpet
Yes.
and fromage de colletage.
Yes.
oh yeah, that's right.
Why are you putting cheese on their clavicle?
The
I don't know.
decolletage is in between the boobs.
Yeah, fromage de
It's-
colletage.
Well, yeah. Why? Oh, okay.
That came up. That came up.
I mean,
No,
where
that's-
else are you gonna
that's-
store your cheese if you got some of these?
No, I'm like,
She's singing the
That
song
was-
of my people.
that was, yeah. I'm
Do you
like,
want your
oh my,
cash
this
back?
is
Do you want-
this is wildly erotic
I mean,
for this
Whatever you
particular.
want to do.
yeah, it's a very
You can
specialized
share me.
type
Yeah,
of
we can-
erotica.
Exchange. Just
Yeah.
give me $6 back, and
Oh.
you can keep the other $4.
I'll get you in a little.
I
was a-
sent money your way.
Was a Colbert joke where he's like, "Yeah, millennials
Send
have
it to
managed to pay
PayPal.
for
I hope.
every restaurant outing with the same $200."
Yeah.
So, yeah,
Just
it's
constantly.
ultimate economy. Yeah.
Ooh, our order is almost here, apparently.
I mean, it's literally like right there.
Oh.
Holy shit!
Like it's just.
Okay, I
It's on
thought
the
that,
Capital
Mad
Expressway.
quick.
It's
I
like
thought it
right
was
there.
magic, but it's just there.
When it does
It's-
take a long time to get here, I'm always like, motherfucker, you're literally just down the street.
What are
It's
you
like
getting? You're getting in and out, aren't you? You getting in and out?
Yeah, basically.
the staff of
Because I
this
get in and out. I get
people
that. But
from-
come on.
Minority Report that are like prescient to crimes, but
Oh,
like
the
they just guess.
precogs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you just get your order ahead of time.
I mean, they probably make a lot of bank.
Right when it's like 11:30 at night, and
Okay, so there was that whole thing with the classrooms, and we got those people out. And I think there was something else we were supposed to do today, but I don't remember. I know that we're going after Madre Paloma, and I wanted to get Aurelia and I guess Olivia too, to like try to do a smear campaign or something. But then it's hard because she's a living saint. That's pretty much it though. Oh, a minute. Okay, so we rested. Yeah, that's, I mean, so we have these scars. There's 30
Yeah.
of them.
Yeah, so they can't stay with me. I don't have any more space for peoples.
yep.
Do we have any other houses?
I mean, we had
Well,
the original house.
I guess we have to kill them
that...
all.
You have
Put them back in the building.
a safe house somewhere.
Yeah, the original house
That is-
That we
Motherville
issued.
gave us,
That we were
and
like.
then Zhenya bought her own.
Yeah, but there's also another spot where you have a buttload of revolutionaries.
Oh yeah, the new revolutionaries. Yes,
God, I
We
love that
had
first
old
album.
ones?
It was it was so good.
the new revolutionaries.
We had old ones? But you just mean,
Really?
Francisco. not
No,
Fernando.
those were some of the city folks that you whipped into a frenzy.
Oh.
Led by basically like a merchant and his sons are at the head of a group of neighborhood folks who are now in deep because they, in a sense, like murdered Prophet Sword members.
That's from when we had the party. The fruit.
No, my confusion was happening here.
Oh, okay.
Okay, no, I know
It
what
was-
happened. Yes.
That incident actually even happened before the party, is when you went to the market to talk to this family that you saw in a dream.
Family saw in the dream. I've seen so many dreams.
The merchant and his
Oh, the kids? The two sons?
two sons.
Alright, but
And you were followed by the Prophet Sword, and you basically activated the entire group in the courtyard, and the Prophet
I mean,
Sword
okay.
got mobbed.
But so there's a safe house there now? you
Yeah.
said? Okay.
They had to go into hiding.
Would they be? I thought that old man was pretty like reckless. He might want to just kill these ladies or people because I think there's
No,
danger.
that man was fine.
Well,
You also supplied them with weapons, which was your whole reason to
I don't know where we
find
put these
Don
people.
Francisco.
I'm the one who figures out what we're doing, and then whatever, you know.
Basically, you have a whole safe house of people. They now have Don Francisco's weapons, because that was the other part of your dream. It's like, oh yeah, I saw this old lady. He's like, I saw this old lady with a ton of weapons in her apartment.
I don't know. I just feel like we shouldn't just leave them with other people and then never check on them.
Zhenya wouldn't just leave them somewhere. So,
No, yeah, we should probably relocate some of the people who we know are okay now at our house, and then bring these in for reprogramming.
okay, well, here's the situation. The school is still perfectly usable. I just took one side off. So, I can just
put it back.
Yeah.
put it back and be like,
Dog, fuck off.
look,
The-
we're gonna do this.
The flip side is that they very well know where that's at.
Yeah, we probably don't.
We're
want
That's
them-
that's fair.
yeah.
Okay.
And
We also. I was gonna say that the place
as
at
a,
the
as
college.
a military mind, Genia would know that. But
Yeah.
you do have a secondary house that you can use.
Yeah, we have the one that Ledgerville originally gave us. Because no one knows where that is but us.
Can I hand with those?
Which means
Nice.
Genya would be abandoning her house because she's going to stay with them at the new place.
That's right.
No, we can totally move people around.
Yeah, a bunch of these people are fine now. It's been days.
Well, I think this is yours.
Yeah, it's got grass jelly.
Okay.
Got grass jelly.
This is
Your
mango.
grass.
Hell yeah! Thank you.
This one is strawberry.
That's strawberry jelly.
This one is mine, which means that this one is John's.
With the coffee jelly.
Thank you.
Yours is on the way, Rabbit.
Oh, yeah. Roast. It says on here.
Uh-oh. Okay. Figure it out.
Okay. So yeah, we can take the people who have been using my home to heal
Yep.
and put them in the safe
Other
house.
house.
Some of them are ready to go.
Yeah, they're ready to get out, and then I can move the
Yeah,
Ascara.
the prisoners that we got out of whatever that place
Yeah,
was.
exactly. So they can move into the safe house because I've convalesced those ones and moved the new ones to Mother.
Yeah, basically.
Yes.
You're running triage now.
Yeah, and the Dumbleboy is in my house, so I'm much happier to have the Ascara in where Double Eyes can keep
So we're
track.
just gonna make sure we're moving them in small groups and stuff, I guess.
Yep. Are you accompanying any of these people as you're doing transfers between homes?
I mean, definitely I would.
Yeah.
So the group, who's
feel like
going
we
with the
should-
group that's going to the safe house?
I mean, aren't we doing multiple groups? I feel like it should be 2 to a group and maybe no more than 5. I don't know.
I mean, I think everybody already knows that they're.
Yeah.
I will stay with the Ascara
Yep.
to
They're
transfer
in
them
bad
back
shape.
and forth. They're my people now.
There's a few people that.
Rutheld and Magnus can take the old prisoners to the new house.
Yep.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah,
Perfect.
Yeah, because she's not going to leave the new ones
I'm not going to leave the
unattended
children.
at
No.
all. So I won't have a chance to be like, have you ever considered a life of Josenis?
Yeah, no,
We're not leaving that.
not these children.
There's two or three folks that sort of have to stay at your house because they're in bad enough shape
Yeah.
that they still need to convalesce. But the
most
of the group basically will leave with Magnus. Olivia and Aurelia check in to see if you want them to stay or if you need them to go to the warehouse.
Aurelia is basically bunking with me, so.
Mm-hmm.
I need Olivia. I can't. I mean, I can convince them on my own.
Yeah, but you can't break
But
up the set.
But now, well, yes, it's not even just that. But like,
Oh, no,
I
don't
can
remind her of that.
I can convince them on my own, but it will be easier
Sure.
to help them if one of their own is with them.
Isak does the same with Jimena and sort of asks like, well,
Should I stay?
I haven't heard back from my folks yet, which is not unsurprising.
I mean, don't we need somebody to help watch the scars and go here?
He stops himself short from saying his family are ingrates. Like, he's too polite to say that out loud, but you see on his face that there's probably something akin to it. Right?
Yes, I think a young hero of the city should be left with all of these impressionable young women.
He has a lady.
Oh,
Okay.
Don't
Meg-
sully my dear Isaac.
Oh, I didn't know what type of fanfic you were still
Meg-
writing.
Meg-
Oh, it's all very pure, all very.
With him, yes, it's all
Okay.
very wholesome.
Okay.
Yeah,
Has- it
Jimenez
has a
is training
lady.
him for his lady.
Yeah. I'm just getting him
That's what
ready
this
for
is.
his future wife. No, all the All the racy shit is Sebastian.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah.
But not Fernando?
Jorge.
Jorge?
Jorge has the racy shit that actually happens in her head is with Sebastian. Jorge has the like sort
Okay.
of
Oh.
He's Fabio on top of these like romance novels now.
Okay. Okay.
he's
He's suddenly
adventure,
a man.
Yeah.
but still we only touch so much.
Mm-hmm.
Right. You can't ruin the image.
Yeah.
The mystique.
Okay.
That's why they don't date while they're still singing.
The situation
what were
with
we talking about?
Sebastian. The situation with Sebastian has escalated now to that Jimena
Yes.
has the key to his deep dark secret
Oh, yeah.
and knows of his
And we
angsty
kissed
past.
for real.
All right. Wild.
All right, so Magnus starts to get impatient a little bit as people are packing up. He's like, "Saddle up, losers! We're getting on the road." He's on the front lawn already. Like the axe is, he's just like
Yeah.
leaning like on it, like both
He's like a
arms.
dog, like on the leash going on. Let's go already! Doing a dancing around.
He's like, "I don't have all day." He totally got
You
all
know, I literally look over and I'm like, he does though.
day. Yep.
If he wants to walk there and back, let him. It's fine.
There. This is Jorge. Jorge is this.
Pirate, Viking, rogue. Hell yeah.
Literally pirate.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like we can work on the middle one. I can give him
Yes.
some pointers.
Especially this one.
Oh yeah,
Like the
no,
pirate
absolutely.
one.
Mhm. Yeah.
Rook is just a pirate with an open shirt. I mean,
With
Basically.
his scar on his
Yep.
was it on his eye or was it on his chest? He had a scar somewhere.
Yeah, I think it's on it.
Wherever's
had a-
sexiest in the moment.
Right?
probably
Right,
his
it
chest.
moves.
Yeah, every time you see him it's in a different place.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
He has
Sometimes
a,
it's an X.
he has
Yeah.
a scar. Where's the scar? No.
It moves to fit your
He
mood.
has
Where-
a scar.
Where would you like the scar?
Right.
The scar just opens up. I'll be wherever you like, baby.
Whatever
Like, ugh.
you
Why
like.
does he sound like cheap?
Oh, and there you go. That's Scar's Cheech Marin.
There he is. We found him. Not an NPC at all.
There you go. And if you want to be particularly racially insensitive,
Yes.
you can go with.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
No.
Nice.
Oh,
Hot
wow.
cha.
Yeah, that's.
Well then.
Oh my.
Did you see the?
It's kind of off the
See
reservation.
inside
Oh,
for
no,
your
they're-
Fabio Setterford.
Oh,
They know their audience.
Oh man.
Yeah,
That 40-year-old lady at the fucking Albertsons.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah, the Albertsons. What the hell of a callback, yeah. God damn.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
They were 40 when I was like 20. No. 10.
They were still around when I first visited you.
Difficult choices, Lisa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't decide whether I want to do it or not because I already spent $150 to buy all 5 versions of the regular album.
Yeah. I only bought the one version of the album and I bought a random one, so I don't know what I'm gonna get.
And it's the same album.
Oh yeah,
This
Yeah.
is
They have
different. though.
different. They have
It's all
different.
for the stuff on the
Notice how I
inside.
wasn't judging. I was just
Yeah.
confirming because
Yeah.
I understood
The
this.
CD on the
We're all
inside is
nerds.
all the same.
Is it?
It's
All
all the
the-
other shit is
But
different.
everything that comes with it is like different
Oh,
photo
no, yeah.
concepts,
Yeah.
different
Oh yeah.
aesthetics.
We're all nerds, so we all, we don't buy the same things, but
I just
we
can't
all
choose
it triggers
which
the
Pokemon I
same
want.
feelings.
Right?
Mhm.
I feel like if they
the same
did
ones they
something
got
like that
last
for D&D
time.
buffs,
I always
would
start
probably
We're
buy
all
that.
Pokemon.
collectors in some way.
Well, no,
shape,
they
or form.
did. They literally were like,
that that
here's
beetle
here's
thing?
yeah, here's a triple set
Mhm.
of the fancy variant covers
Yeah.
with like
Yeah.
Tasha's and thing, and then
Mhm.
also
Yeah.
the Mm-hmm.
I didn't actually want those though.
No, it's because we're picky.
Yeah, it didn't hit. If you found one
Oh yeah.
that hit your specific nerve, you would buy it like instantly.
I saw a fucking Elderwood
I'm gonna
Academy
get one.
DM thing, and I was like, how do I just want to know how much it is so I can tell myself I can't afford it.
You.
And then I literally couldn't find how to order it because I think they did them all through
and-
Kickstarter.
esque.
And I was like, thank
Yes,
God.
that's
I
what
can't
it is.
find how to buy it. That solved my problem.
There you go.
So do I get different ones this time? Because I still want. Well, I'm gonna get one if I decide.
So yeah, we
to do it.
trek him
The
over to the
idea
safe
of
house.
getting extra boozy cards makes me happy.
You go with Magnus?
I mean, yeah.
Magnus
well,
is
they're-
going to ferry them over.
Yeah, I know. Just
No, yeah, he can
Book of
lead.
cards.
And I'll bring up stragglers.
Okay.
What am I doing? Am I just watching this happen? I mean,
Well, you're at the house right now with the Escaras, unless you
Oh.
decide to leave.
no.
I'm sure there's like natural chain of command developed in these people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The old man that Zhenya
the older servant.
liberated, like that basically helped them break away. Is sort of the de facto lead of that crew now,
Sure.
and he's hale and hearty enough at this point that he's helping to lead the column.
Is Hector still with us?
Yeah, Hector is.
We just got him. We can't.
Yeah.
We can't send him off yet.
Well, he's still fucked up, isn't he?
Oh, Hector is like
Hector's all Batman, right?
the Batman persona has
Okay.
has.
It's all Batman.
No,
Yeah.
all Batman.
Oh, Batman.
He's still Batman, but like if Bruce Wayne decided to confront his trauma instead of like dressing up like a bat and punch criminals in the face, like now.
Hector's stronger than Batman. Wow.
Now he's in that phase
This-
where he's
This is still the same picture, corporate.
he's almost catatonic at this point. He's looking as bad as the Escaras.
No, he didn't stay here. Me and Aurelio sit with these people.
But yeah, so cool. So we'll make him house dad, the Usurin.
Yep.
And then of course we want like a couple of the younger, more spry people who can run messages back and forth to our house, as well as to Laundreville and Pedro.
Yep.
Pedro, right? No. Who's the mayor?
Carlos. The governor.
God damn it.
For those of you who are following 7C, welcome to your bi-weekly. The governor has a different name.
Who's the dude?
At least he's not a duke.
Lefty's boyfriend, okay? One day they'll be married and it'll be adorable, but okay. And then
That's the name of my bar, Lefty's
That's
boyfriend.
right. Don't wanna have Jesse's girl, but it's Lefty's boyfriend. That's great. Perfect. Yeah, and to basically be like, hey, look, this is one of the new like halfway houses,
Mm-hmm.
and that way we can start getting these people back into their normal lives, and or joining the guard, or if anyone wants to become an employee of Mendez y Mendez, they're sure as welcome to. We are currently recruiting.
Well, that convoy happens very smoothly, and people, now that they're recovered, seem very eager to do something and participate. That has lit a fire in them, plus the fact that so much has happened in Lisso in so short a period of time is also bolstering them quite a bit. It has shattered the image that the regime was untouchable. It also has shattered the image that Governor Perez was an ineffectual figurehead.
Oh, he was.
Oh yeah.
We
Not
fixed
anymore.
that.
We fixed it.
That's right. If there's anything we can touch, it's regimes
We
and
slapped it down.
That's right.
and governors. Touch it real good.
When you get to the warehouse,
Translation seems to be.
there is hesitation as people come to the door. It is tense for a few moments, but both you and Magnus recognize it as caution, not necessarily something to worry about.
Oh, the warehouse was the original safe house, right?
Yeah, so there's basically a spot where
So wait, it's the Duke, but with houses now. There's 3 different ones, right? Which one is this?
that one was not yours to begin with. That was the Invisible College that had this basically a stash house.
Yeah.
and people landed there after the brutal mob murder of several Prophet Sword members.
So that safe house.
Right out in the marketplace.
Yeah, it was tight.
Um,
That was a good time.
So wait, are we taking them there, or are we taking them to the house that we're not using? Because we have 2 houses.
Yeah, I think we're taking them to the former Invisible College house
Yeah,
because
because
there's
there's
already-
people there already.
Because there's already people.
And
There's already people there.
The
Yeah.
people
Okay.
also have weapons, so they'll
Okay,
be well defended.
makes more sense.
Yep.
Yeah.
um,
And if they
after a
wish to
pause,
arm themselves as citizen militia effectively at this point.
Yeah.
the door opens and you immediately recognize the muscular lady from the marketplace with her cudgel on one shoulder.
that lady.
Yeah.
She pokes her head outside. She's covered in either soot or gunpowder, maybe, like she's been on the gun deck. And sort of looks at this group and doesn't ask anything. She sees you and sees Magnus, and she nods without a word and basically just exchanges a couple words with the old Assuran man. And she looks at the column like sort of she's appraising them, and then gestures them to come inside. In there, you see that this hideout has like a set of like crates right at the front, and once you get past it, it looks like a barracks in there.
Nice.
There's cots now set up. There's crates of stuff. There's weapons everywhere, and it looks like not an army, but definitely it has the vibe of a militia.
Yeah.
And you see that the Garzas seem to be running the show.
Nice. Those are you boys.
The old man is sitting down. His sons are sort of communicating, like orders and commands. And one of the sons sort of rushes to the door when he sees that group arrive.
Yeah.
That one is Julian, and he exchanges a few words with the Assuran men, and then he calls out to the group. We have more brothers and sisters. Clear some space, build more cots. And then he tells the old men, all of you, get weapons, get ready, and you will be given your new assignments. And that sort of moves. He sort of pauses when he sees you and Magnus, and he's like, did you want to talk to Father?
Oh, always. We want to make sure Pops is doing good. Yeah. We walk over like,
Please, and you get like a handshake. It's like I apologize, we're out of ale, but if you,
it's like I pull out like a flask and I'm like, what? I'm sorry, no. Did you need? We can get you. That's a problem. I like grab whatever kid. I'm like, you go get a cask. I just shove money at him. I'm like, if you need to get a cart and a mule, there go. Just
the kid looks confused and he looks at Julian and he looks at you,
booze.
And then Julian is like. Yes. Please, let's go. Listen to
That's
what
a problem.
Listen to what the Northman
We
tells
fix problems.
But
yeah, I'm like, Father, how's it going?
Manuel actually gets up when he sees you, and you get a hearty handshake for both of you and for Magnus. And he says, "Well, as well as you see, I am no military leader, but I have business acumen. Organizing people is organizing people."
Yeah, no, that is an essential. Yeah,
that's my oldest sister. That's my nephew.
It's been so long.
Don't do it.
No, I'm like, no, that's a noble. That is a noble and exquisitely useful skill. I mentioned whatever the the name of the ones that the title of the dudes who keep the
The winter
keep the math. No, it's right here. Hold on. The Jarls do the ruling.
Yep.
Right. I'm like, no, Carls are respected individuals, and where the Jarl makes the difference on during the raid, it's the Carl who makes sure that the people don't go hungry. That's
He follows your analogy, even though the terms escape him. He's kind of like
Jarl Carl.
Basically, I don't know them. But yeah, he says how fares the city.
And I grab another kid, and I'm like, why don't you guys know what's going on? What's with the intel? We need to get you here. You go back.
And he says,
young man, what
like,
day is it?
Go get a report. Go to the governor's office.
I say young man.
Go to the governor's office. Have some stooge at a desk write you a report of what's happened the last 3 days.
Go buy
Bring
a
it back.
newspaper.
That's right. That's almost what I said, but I was like, I don't know what kind of.
Manuel says, as you can see, not used to running a military operation.
No, it is, well, you got to know. Yeah, that's okay. We'll
he
get you there.
He gestures at the warehouse and he said, "Our supply lines, on the other hand, well-oiled machine."
No, yeah, and I'm like, I shout at the Usur, and I'm like, because he was ex-military, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it calls ex-military. I think it calls retired military.
Okay, yeah, sorry, not dead military. Got it.
That's fair.
Yep.
And
Yep.
I'm like, this is Boris. I don't know. This is yeah. I'm just gonna be racist.
Yeah.
It's gonna be great.
Ilya.
This is Boris. This is Juan.
Vasily.
That's
Yep.
right. Juan, Boris, Juan.
Igor.
Now you got a CO and an XO, and now you guys can figure it out. And I love it. It's great. He knows you need intel. I got you going.
No.
So things are
they,
great.
They shake hands and immediately start exchanging ideas.
That's right.
The Asuran already has a number of things that can be improved.
I can't. I like you're at a restaurant and there's someone very attractive nearby. I keep looking over at the soot-covered woman, and I'm trying to figure out why she's covered in soot.
I think Ilya was Zhenya's father's name. It is the name of the prince.
Yep, it sure is.
So I think it's also her father's name.
Because cool name.
And she has her mother's name as her last name. Because her mother was
You realize that there's a spot,
the moneymaker.
sort of a way like ventilated leading to the back of the warehouse, where literally weapons, like firearms, are getting stored. You also see that they're like making fucking bombs back there.
That's why she's
hell
covered
yeah.
in soot.
There's a the two of them. She's paired with an other lady, like that one, like old, like
I will not. But I want
that second lady.
What?
It's hard to tell exactly how old she looks because she looks like she's been standing in the sun for like the past 25 years.
Does she look familiar?
Not this one.
No, she wasn't. She wasn't him
not
and his
them.
pervert.
No.
Yeah.
She
The one who was there at the party who was like, "I'll help you with the explosives," and
No.
you're like, "Cool,
No.
don't set anything off."
She wasn't a pervert. She was just a cool
This-
lady.
She was happy to use gunpowder.
This is Tony
Yeah.
Headcanon. Don't worry about
no. This one
We know
looks
what
like
that's
it.
you're those ladies that like keep tanning and they shouldn't anymore because their
Yeah.
skin is just like
Leather.
yeah.
Mm.
It's basically like it's like cracked leather
She
at
looks
that
like
point.
someone cut open a mummy.
She looks like that, and she's manning a forge, and she's casting basically like iron casings
Oh,
that they're using to make fucking bombs
Yeah.
in various sizes
oh.
with the leftover gunpowder.
Could wreck so many ships with those.
How can fire do still?
And yeah, you find that true to his word, Don Francisco really supplied these people by giving them a map of various caches in the city, and there's even like a couple people that joined the cause that were loyal to Don Francisco, including an older lady who speaks in very formal Castilian.
Mm-hmm.
And seems to speak of the Dawn like you would speak of royalty.
No.
She's
Poor thing.
She's
touched.
She
Happens.
in this hot, sweaty warehouse, like she's the one person who's dressed like formally.
Poor thing.
She seems to have drank the Kool-Aid, right? But she's helping with operations and pulling her weight. There's a good camaraderie in here. It feels very different than when you first stepped into Lisso. These people seem like they're open with each other, and there's peals of laughter. There's also, you can feel like anxiety, but it's real.
Yeah.
Right? They're connecting with one another. Magnus is taking it in and is almost like wistful is not the right word, but like there's an appreciation for
Oh yeah, no, he's
a good
absolutely,
barrack and a good set of comrades.
Mm-hmm.
Like it is inspiring.
Gesundheit. Gesundheit. Gesundheit.
What the heck happened?
She's sneezing.
Someone hasn't figured out how to hold.
It's like a weird backwards sneeze.
Someone hasn't figured out how to hold the buttons on the bellows so you get the noise.
Yep.
You okay? No, dog.
Yeah, I'm like, shit. We need to give them some outlet of some sort, because they're just gonna sit here and get bored.
Yep.
Yes.
There'll be a lot of rebuilding that'll need to be done.
I'm like, cool. So homework. Come up with a unit designation, some sort of pennant or banner.
Mm-hmm.
So we know. So people know who they're marching under. And if you don't hear from us in the next few days, march on out to a park or something. Do some drills, because we're gonna let the governor know that you were part of the local guard as an auxiliary unit, and so you have clearance to operate in the city.
Yeah, they're sort of taking mental note of that. You see it, Manuel and his sons already are like, oh, it makes sense, right? Like when you open a store, you need a good name, you need a good sign, right? Like you need to be something that sets you apart from other groups. Like, no, that makes perfect sense. We'll start working on that. The Usuran looks like is going to be, like you mentioned, in charge of the operational side of things. If Rethold cares, you find out his name is Miroslav.
Miroslav,
Um,
lovely.
That's right.
Yep.
I'm like,
There
what do
you
you
go.
think, Miroslav? Are you
He's got a real
are
name.
you a captain or you a
real
sergeant?
boy.
Which you aspire for that paycheck and that responsibility, or you want to do real work?
He says, well, always a sergeant.
Okay, noted.
He said, I'll advise,
I think I see a dynamic.
but I'll keep doing the work.
I think I see a dynamic setting up here, so that's good. That's good. We'll see if these locals end up as the officers, and they can be prissy people if they want. But I don't think they'll go in for it. So maybe just father here as a lieutenant, so you have some sort of representation, and we'll clear it with the governor, and Laundreville will be good with that.
That sounds like a plan. And if you need us, you send the word.
Absolutely. You'll probably get a visit from a guard captain to to officialize it and get you guys integrated, and they may have marching orders for you outside of our own. So we'll actually go do that now. Magnus, head on back to the house and let our crew know, and I'll stop by the governor's to confirm this new this new enlistment.
This new enlistment.
Because
Perfect.
I can send another 8-year-old, but they might not believe him. So
you got it. Like Magnus heads on out. As you exit the warehouse, you see.
Oh, I kind of waitedly tell Magnus, like, yeah, let them know how much they've accomplished. And I'm like, the fucking bombs. Tell them about the bomb. Look at this is bananas.
Yep.
This is what I'm like. I don't know where we're going to use any of this. We already murdered everyone.
Well,
no, there's still more.
Thank you.
mm-hmm.
Nice.
I'm not even there, but
No, in my heart,
it.
yeah.
The dress is still around, so we know
Yeah,
there's
right.
still more.
Yeah, there's still land left to conquer.
She's still wearing clothes, so there's still. Oh, what?
Yeah.
But
You're like, I'm level 80, but there's still in-game content.
that's right.
Um,
Gotta get that next tier.
Yep.
You need that in-game content. Gotta get the top gear.
Yep.
Gotta get those offense.
Best in slot. Let's go.
Yeah. We, as you leave the warehouse, you see that the young person you sent earlier is coming back with 2 more people in a cart of what looks like barrel casks. Who knows?
Oh, the morale's here. Hell yeah!
So-
All right.
That order has been followed to a T. And yeah, Magnus heads on up to the house. You're gonna head to the.
Yeah, I'm gonna head to the
Governor's mansion.
governor's mansion and
Okay.
be
I
like,
feel like I probably spent some of this time studying the Hector trying to figure out if he has any hobbies because he needs something to think about other than this stuff.
He's very monosyllabic.
And if not, then I'm like,
my wife and I.
More or less.
I mean, then I'll just give him something to do. Probably better.
Yeah,
I'll tell him,
even if he's no good at it, at least
We're gonna have a lot of new people coming in, so go turn on these beds.
You don't even need to turn your senses on too much to really get that read out of it. This is a man that stood at the precipice with nothing to lose to do one final action. That action has been taken, and he's still alive. So there is
new purpose.
Yeah.
I'll have all these daughters to take care of now.
right now. There's not much else, right? Like on the other side,
So I
he's
tell
sort
him
of.
that there's going to be a lot of people coming in. We need to take care of them. Let's get the house ready. I put him to some tasks. I help out too.
If you mention the other people, he will look in the direction of the rest of the group. And there's a moment where I wouldn't call it like recognition, but there's something, right? Like in his eye, like he's seeing them, I guess, is the best way I can describe it. Like, not just them as people, but like where they're at.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, he's still pretty much like, you need to direct him.
Mm-hmm.
He's prone to getting distracted.
Okay, well, I just make sure that I'm in the same room with them when we're doing things.
Yep.
I mean, like turning over sheets and things. It usually takes 2 people anyway, so.
Mm-hmm. Isak is sort of leaning against like the counter at this point, and if Jimenez within earshot, like he looks like concerned, right? Like, and he's sort of like, I
I think that's
Are
just his
these-
face. Sorry.
are these people going to be okay? I mean, I'll do my best to help you keep them alive, but it feels like they need more than that.
Are you talking in the mirror? Is this?
Okay is a relative term. I don't know why I'm rushing, but
It bleeds.
yeah. Like,
Grigia
okay is a
came
relative
by.
term.
You hear a bomb van outside.
Are any of us really okay?
At
Right.
that, like, he sort of paused for a second, and he's like, I get the point. Where he says, anything you need to keep them safe, please tell me. I want to help.
Okay. You're a good boy. I am talking to Isaac, right? I missed the...
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
it's Isaac. Oh, my bad. Okay.
Well,
I thought this was still those Batmans.
It's pronounced Isak. But
Yeah,
Yeah.
Isak. Oh, yeah. Oh, Isak's learning things. Oh, okay.
Like I said, I think the concern is just his face.
Okay.
I think that's just the set.
He
It's like-
understands that he doesn't understand things.
It's his resting face.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Nice.
Concern.
he's got resting, oblivious face.
Yeah. What's all this place?
Yeah. Resting mild concern face.
Yep.
Sort of.
Oh, man. His hero's journey. It's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Yeah, there's a comic book right there. Yeah,
He's playing a different campaign that's sort of intersecting with yours.
yeah right?
He's playing a single player game. That's
Yeah.
Veronica's hard at work making sure all these new people eat, and some of them are very
Take the fat dog with you.
some of them are very eager, some of them require prompting.
You know it's serious because Zhenya has donned the apron.
Oh, there it is.
Are we like starting to like separate them into okay, those ones are functional enough,
Yeah, kind of.
right? Like we're doing some triage for this.
I honestly I think it's like one of like I want groups of you're good, you're okay, you need help, shit.
Yeah.
So like they could all
and
like
you're gonna be with shit.
well,
24/7,
no, I
right?
don't want all the shit people together. I
Oh.
want one of each person in one group.
Oh,
So they can all kind of help each other.
Yep.
That
Yep.
makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so that way it's not too overwhelming
I
for
mean,
the one group.
given my extremely high empathy, I can help you with the sorting.
Yeah. I've got a good bag of empathy
Oh,
too.
yeah. You got a unit going. Ricardo's helping.
Jimena has like mid-level empathy. She's like, yeah, no, you've been through shit. I get it.
You're like, I see it.
Yeah.
Also,
I mean, I
we're
kind of
totally
just like
leaning by
turn on
this
my
counter.
side and go,
You-
Yeah.
you do
that
you.
one.
No, I think with all the things that she learns from Matushka and all the things that she has to do in order to use her magic,
Mhm.
empathy is like a really high fucking thing that she needs to have in order to do all this shit.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Makes absolute sense.
Isak is with Jimena because, like,
Kindness, honesty.
you can tell his social anxiety is super triggered, and he's like, I'm gonna go out there and say something wrong and
Aw.
fuck it up. So
Poor
I'm
thing.
just gonna stay here
So it's
and make
Isak?
sure Isak is right there.
Zhenya stops him and goes, you don't have to say anything, but what I need you to do is give everyone one of these, and hands him like a stack of blankets.
Okay.
Don't have to say anything. Do
From
something.
across the room, Ricardo gives him a wink as he's carrying a bunch of blankets, and he's like, "Yeah, blanket bros." Right?
I feel like if Hector's done,
Jimena like, you can do it. You se puede.
I feel like if they want to be blanket bros, they're not married yet. It's
it's
fine.
funny. I feel like if Hector's
That's
done
right.
helping me, I will send him to Veronica maybe to chop things. Here, chop things.
Yeah.
Lots of things to chop.
Yep.
Jimena's like, I'm supervising.
Yep.
You're like eating every other like whatever is being chopped.
Yeah. This one's not the right shape.
I'm quality control.
Yep. There you go.
Yup.
You got a bomb QA in this
I
house.
was like, nope. This tomato's not good.
This one needs to be gotten rid of.
It's like quality control. It's like you're doing it wrong. You're not chopping right. These it's not chopped, it's minced. Thinner. You gotta do it thinner.
You need to Julian.
Wow. Saying French words with a Spanish
Yep.
accent.
Love it.
Welcome to Thea.
Oh, that good Julian cut.
It's great.
I do that with Spanish. I have a tendency to try to speak Spanish with a French accent because I learned French first.
Are you kidding me? Like you're preaching to choir. I speak every language with a French accent.
The first time I ever went to Canada, we were watching like Much Music or something in our hotel room, and they kept talking about Enrique Iglesias.
Oh yeah, Enrique.
Enrique. Enrique.
So
That's right.
nasal.
And like I remember me and my sister being like, "What the fuck?" It's like, "Oh right, French people saying Spanish words."
Oh, it's because French people don't give a shit about
Yeah.
trying to cop the accents. Quebec people really don't give a shit.
Yeah.
You get people that speak English with like a Quebec French accent and a Quebec French cadence to everything. It's
I really want you to give a demonstration now, but you're not going to.
yeah, well,
You don't.
it's
I remember going there and my mom, because my mom is fluent in French, but it's, quote unquote regular French, France French. And like her trying to talk to people and being like,
You say that funny.
well, and her being like, getting a lot of attitude from people because she was attempting to speak French, but she wasn't speaking the right kind of French. She was speaking that French.
right. You're from the mainland.
Don't get me started on mainlanders.
Yeah, you get that too.
We know Duarte. We know Duarte.
We're the cousins, forever cousin.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's painful.
Duarte.
Oh, don't do that. She might have to kill you.
Stab somebody.
Right, she's close to the knives.
She's always close to the knives.
Well, I remember because I growing up, I had friends whose last name was Duarte. They pronounced
Yeah,
it with the E.
Mainlanders.
Yep.
Well, and I don't even think they were Portuguese. I
From
think
how
Yeah,
they
they were,
it's you would if you were from Spain or France, you would say it Duarte.
Yeah.
yeah. So when
Well,
I
not from
first,
France, obviously, but like,
I mean, if you put an accent mark on it.
Mhm.
yeah, that's true.
But like,
But no.
so I remember the first time I said your last name, and I was like, "Oh yeah, Lisa Duarte," and you were like, "No," and I was like, "I'm so sorry."
Yeah.
Oh no, and I've never done it again.
So I went to school with a Duarte, and they were like, "Oh, are you related?" And I'm like, "Nope."
Nope.
Entirely different, man.
They are from a Hispanic situation.
It's a wild concept. You can have the same last name and not be related.
Yeah.
Well, everyone thought I was Asian
Did
because of
no
my
one-
last name.
Oh, that's right.
Did no one ever watch Tiny Toons
Yeah.
where they said no relation?
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah. Babs and Buster Bunny, no relation.
Yep.
100%.
They're just both bunnies. That's all.
Yep.
This
I
Duarte
have
and
a
that Duarte.
last name
Aw.
anecdote for you.
Oh my God, rabbits here. Since when?
Aww. They look like gargoyles.
They're on the
Guarding
corners.
this desk.
Aw.
Since I moved here, a lot of people ask me if I'm related to Andy Dalton, who was a football player locally.
Wow.
That is
And I
that is
just say-
Midwest as shit.
You just say no, and sometimes I'll say, well, the Dalton comes from my black side, so, and Andy Dalton is like super ginger, large
Yeah.
football man.
Mm-hmm.
But recently, someone had an excellent comeback to my comeback, and I let them get away with it because he was also black. And I was like,
Fair.
well, the Dalton comes from my black side. He went, well, so do you.
Oh.
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay.
And
Yikes.
I was like, you're correct.
Nice. Yeah, no. If you go in Quebec, like you're gonna hear a lot of this. So can you pass me the salt?
So,
Because I would like to put it on my fries.
Wow.
Like all sing song like that because you
Seriously
know,
though, I've never heard that because they'll just speak in French. That seems like I've never heard that.
yeah.
I remember being there and like even the Chinese food menu was in French. I'm like, how am I supposed to fucking translate it from French to Chinese? I don't know what any of this shit is. I'm like that one.
Yep.
or
This.
from pictures.
They didn't have pictures
Oh,
because
rude.
they're French people.
Oh,
Like,
rude.
nah, figure it out, asshole. Like,
Yep.
You came here, you should know what you want.
I'll just get the general, so...
Right.
Right.
Basically.
The General.
General!
Poulet General.
Poulet
So-
General.
Up there it's
This is
not
too
so,
far.
it's cow.
Yeah.
T-A-O.
Oh, Tao.
Yeah. General Tao.
Oh.
Poulet General Tao.
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna stop now.
No, you'll never stop. But yeah, so you have
Can't
a
stop, won't stop.
you have a room full of people in various stages of coping.
That's a nice way to put that.
Some of them
Emotional damage.
express, a desire to convalesce for a short while and potentially leave.
Yeah.
Some of them are not sure where they're gonna go, even if they did want to leave. Some of them are not there yet in the slightest and are basically just dealing with real shit in the immediate.
Yep. Alright, inevitable. Jenny is going to spend that hero point to fill the room with friendly.
Mm-hmm. And if you're generally working with that crowd and working the room,
Yeah.
roll me a resolve empathy. Anybody else who's also assisting can do that.
That's pretty much my best roll, so... I didn't take my dice out. Look at me. I'm playing a role-playing game.
Mm-hmm.
What are we rolling?
If you are working the crowd, you can roll empathy plus resolve.
Roll to beat a shoulder.
Yep.
It's shoulder?
You can even have shoulder.
Yeah, shoulder.
8 shoulder dice.
With a
You
C.
dropped the...
Oh, shoulder.
Until I've been playing D&D because
New
all
England
the D10s are at the
clam
bottom.
shoulder.
Wow. Wow. Shoulder, I hardly know.
Roll 3 9s.
Ah, not the 9 curse.
I love how in Vampire it's like sweet
Yeah.
nines.
Here is just like,
Oh, it made it worse.
damn it. Yeah, I rolled a bunch of 8s and 9s.
Okay, there we go. You just get to be the outlier.
7s and 8s are the best.
Yeah.
8s and 9s are fucking
Make those
bullshit.
15s.
Yeah.
I got 5.
5, okay. For a QA / supervising assistant.
Like,
A 9. No, sorry. I have 1 successful resolve and 1 for empathy. So I have 11.
11.
Those are my explodings.
In which plane is he being right now?
3. Oh, perfect. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
I think I'm
13.
in the bathroom.
I got the
Oh.
whole like I can re-roll 1 die and it rolled a 10. I was like, oh, I can explode the 10.
Yeah.
I got to re-roll it again. 13 to make everyone feel okay and safe.
and then it's just like, I'm helping.
Yep. I mean, you sure are.
Yeah.
Because you're bringing consistency to the table.
You're also making sure the house is correctly warm. Not hot, not too cold, just gently warm.
I actually
Just
do
need a
love
light
the thought
jacket.
Yeah.
of people watching you, like, be a weirdo, be a fucking nuisance in the kitchen, and being like, what the fuck?
Just like,
This is a good family environment.
Look at this bitch over
It's
here.
like-
I feel like I must have
Huh.
supporting
And no
Tanya,
one's
but like,
admonishing her for it.
because
at
I
all.
can kind of tell about people. Kind of
Oh, yeah.
instinctively, I'm kind
I've
of
got an 8 to tell
guiding
some
people
comforting
towards the
stories.
plates they will be best to hold.
Ooh.
That's low.
Perfect. You can use your senses for
Are
that.
you okay, Rabbit? That's only single digits.
Are you rolling your
Amanda?
die?
What did you do? Get an 8?
Yes.
She did.
Yeah.
What's
Oh
your?
no!
Can you repeat what you're focusing on, Amanda?
Oh, I said to tell some comforting stories.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry.
No one asked, Siri.
My phone keeps
Sorry.
Right.
trying to react to things all the time now. I don't know why.
You're attuned to that.
Fucking robots. Oh, good luck.
With the chopsticks.
I don't have those fingers, no.
You got the
This
tool
is
for
the
the job.
civilized way to eat
Yeah.
like hot cheese fries.
Out of cleavage.
Or
Yeah.
she
As
does.
we said last session, fromage décolletage.
Yeah.
And
This is,
fuego.
this is, yeah, it was like caliente decolletage.
Yep.
And crunchy.
Yeah,
And
it
crunchy.
had to be added to our
I don't know how to say crunchy in Spanish.
OOC
I do
list.
French?
in French. Sorry.
No, I think
it's,
I think we needed.
Croustillant? Well, no, like hot, you mean?
No, crunchy.
Crunchy is
these are
croustillant. Yeah.
Hot and crunchy.
Croustillant.
I'm sorry, internet.
Yeah.
We're
Fromage
just all
décolletage was
showing off
added.
our various knowledge of languages, whether accurate or not.
That's how we roll.
It is indeed.
The fromage décolletage was added to our OOC list. Right behind, kindly tell me about butt stuff, shadow friend.
Yup.
It's a much more polite version of the other one.
Yep. Shadow friend, too.
Okay. It's gender neutral.
Yep.
I like it.
We want that butt stuff to be inclusive.
Yeah, that's right.
I know.
Like equal opportunity butt stuff, please.
Right.
Well, see, now you gotta add that too.
Everybody's got a butt.
That's fair.
And if you don't, you're dead. I guess they could give you one, but still, then you'd have one.
Like a
Yeah.
really.
Even beholders have butts. I saw the
So
pictures.
Jenny puts on her
Oh,
most
yeah.
motherly face.
I've been on the internet.
And is giving people warm drinks and food and gentle touches and
Yeah, no, this is it works. And you have so Olivia is also
Yep.
assisting.
yeah. It was
Which
like
helps.
she's key.
At the beginning, I would say that Olivia's presence is a bit of a mixed bag because some people are
She's
happy
been
to see her.
compromised. Yeah.
Some people are like, "The fuck have you been?" Right? And so
Learning there's a better way.
there's some flare ups, but it calms down significantly as you all put in the work. And after a few hours,
She challenges each of them to a fist fight outside like it's a fucking Midwestern
that's right.
family.
That's right.
You want to step outside and sort this out, son?
Yep. It's that Chinese New Year tussle that comes fresh off the boat.
Yep. It's gorgeous.
Just once every Chinese New Year, we just wrestle it out, and then we clean slate. Yeah, after a few hours, you have a pretty calm room.
And then Magnus shows up.
Oh yeah, Magnus arrives in the middle of all of this.
Well, I was starting to think maybe I should start knitting some blankets, but then I'm afraid with the blankets will be gone.
Second one is crawling on.
Do it.
Don't know anymore.
Just be sure of the purpose when you knit those blankets.
Let me tuck you in.
No, do it.
Okay.
Sentient.
Do it, coward.
Right?
Let's get the murder blankets. Let's go.
Yeah. One of the Ascaras like
In fact, if you bring out knitting shit, Zhenya will encourage the Ascara to learn to knit from you.
Ooh, I can do
there you go.
that.
Knitting
be a nice
circle.
activity.
You've always wanted
Yes.
that.
That's true. Wait, are
Because-
these?
You can
Yep.
channel your Methuselah
That's right.
and berate them all and they will feel better for some
is
reason.
is there a rocking chair for me to make this?
There's a rocking chair.
100%.
Yeah, there's one out back. Me and
This
Magnus
is
use
this
it.
is an adopted Asuran house.
To rock that
Yeah,
chair.
there's very little talking,
Don't worry what we
and
use it
now and
for.
then I'll just
Jenny's been
hawk
watching,
eye
or
inspect
Amanda's been
people's
watching.
like stitches
There you
and be
go.
like,
You
Just
channel,
right there in the back window, just chomping on bread like.
You channel your mentors. Magnus does, in fact, at some point
Come
come
get
back
that iron right back in your system. It just hits the bread.
exactly as he left,
Uh-huh.
but tempers it down when he sees the vibe of the room. Like the door opens and you know,
Fucking Kramer.
Yeah.
That's what I was
no.
just thinking. Like Kramer
Magnus like just like
He's like, guys, there were bombs. It was awesome.
absolutely.
Oh, hi.
He Kramer's inside and he's like, "Sup, losers? I'm back." And he sort of sees the vibe of the room and he's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, sup, losers? I'm back." Yeah, we'll take a couple of you aside to say like, yeah, they have an operation back there. They have
It was like dust.
the fruit guy
Yeah.
and his sons
Yeah.
are sort of running the show. You know the guy that punched me, and he starts laughing like
Yeah,
the
because
memory.
he's like, yeah, it was
The
that
memory
fucking guy.
gives him great joy. He's like, you remember, like the guy, like I was fucking up his stall.
Just pointing at him, at Jenya, like, or him, and I had it right the first time. God damn it!
Like, clearly all of you were there, especially you, Jimena.
Yeah.
He's telling you the story, but like he doesn't stop. Like you clearly know.
I remember. I was there.
He's like, yeah.
I
And
saw
then
the
he
whole
gets
thing.
up and then fucking takes a swing. It was great.
Jace.
They're making bombs. Just
man, he's a-
no non sequitur, right?
Jenya
Like,
looks up from her nice, quiet little thing, goes, "Don't talk about bombs."
It's like,
Also, does Magnus
it's
have
like here, come into
ADHD?
my basement.
Yeah,
We can.
apparently.
Would not surprise me.
and then he
He
sort
seriously
of
needs some meds.
he looks like he gets like
Jenya makes
scolded.
Why do you think I'm always giving him stuff to work on?
This is actually really funny from Jenya, but Jenya gives him like a read the room kind of moment.
Yeah, he
I
sort
don't
of
think he
winces a
can.
little bit, and he's like, and then he looks back at Jimena, and he's like,
No.
like
Yeah.
he's miming.
Oh.
Jimena is like, Magnus, come into my basement. We will.
Whoa. I don't
can
know,
talk about
man.
it.
No, people don't always come back out.
he
No, just
he
kidding.
sort of puts,
Everyone
Everyone's
so
come-
far has come
I
back
know.
out.
I'm just being silly.
he puts the axe on his shoulder, and he's like, "I thought you never asked." Jimena.
Besides,
I
I'm
didn't
too
think
busy
you-"
Whoa.
quietly teaching like traumatized women
Sudden
and
shiver runs up.
thing.
Oh.
Isak's eyebrow is just creeping up,
Like-
like
She like turned. She's like, oh, don't worry.
This is helping me practice for when I run my own.
He's
fate
not,
witch
though. That's
school.
why-
Yeah, no, it's great because
Yeah.
only Jimena cares.
Jenya sends Isak into town with a gilder to buy more wool for knitting.
Go get some wool.
Honestly, if that's
Yeah.
happening, I'm going with because I mean you gotta. get
Sorry,
some
my
good
little ace
stuff.
brain doesn't know what that's a euphemism for. Okay, thank you.
It's an old 70s.
Well, he's got to learn. He's got to
Go get
learn
some
because he's
wool.
going to be married.
Oh,
my god!
It wasn't me!
Oh, you did.
I did it to myself.
Oh,
So
no.
sorry.
It's
Oh,
fine.
oh yeah, work it out.
If there's
There you
nothing
go.
I can do to like
Oh.
No,
comfort
no,
it.
just keep going. You'll
No.
be fine.
No, let's not look at it. It'll be worse.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no.
basically like
keep working
Yeah,
to it.
yeah, send him into town for that wool. He's a young man. He needs to learn
Right.
for his. Was it you kept saying he needs to be ready for his girl?
Yeah, it's for his
Isak,
lady.
Isak jumps into his convertible, goes trolling for some wool in town.
With his kilter.
with his gilder.
Yep.
Go figure it out, boy.
But so I kind of feel like I'd be like, no, you gotta look for this and for this and for. I just need to come with you.
Yeah.
Supervision.
And then
Before
Jenny
you
goes,
go-
I don't know how to do this.
Because you were working the room, do me a separate resolve empathy. I want to see if you pick up on this.
Oh, why did I roll that one? That's another one. That's a one. There's a lot of 8s in here.
Oh well. But I was gonna get it, I guess.
Or did you drop a pop?
I could have swore I did.
I sent Vienna.
Well, later anyway.
Yeah.
She'll find it.
apparently, Bella is very interested in nutritional yeast. And
That's a strange hobby.
well, apparently nutritional yeast can in fact be used as like an appetite
Not suppressant, but
Stimulant?
stimulant
Thank you.
for cats because it is more or less okay for them to eat. You only have problems when they have like kidney issues.
Bella doesn't need a appetite stimulant.
No, I know. Yeah,
Same
it's
with
like
11.
it's yeah.
11?
Or if some cats are allergic to it, but it's rare.
Yeah.
So I was like, if you want to let her lick the fucking nutritional yeast off your broccoli, go for it.
Ugh.
Like, I know that it's basically like a vegan substitute for like Parmesan cheese, and that it basically just tastes like Parmesan cheese. But every time someone says nutritional yeast, I'm
Oh,
just
the
like,
name
"Ugh."
is terrible.
Yeah,
You know what they call
Is even worse.
Yeah, the shorthand is nooch, and I'm
Oh,
like,
no.
fuck that.
I hate
Never
it.
saying it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I would
oh.
What are
never
you,
put
fucking
something called
J
nooch in
Muse?
there. Right.
Walking around being like, nooch,
Right.
nooch.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right?
No, that's the worst.
No good.
I looked JC dead in the eyes. I was like, pass me the yeast. And she was like, no. It's like, all right,
Never.
it's nutritional yeast then. That's what it is. That's what I call it.
I
I
never
just hate the
will.
name.
Yeah.
I hate the name. It's so bad.
Well, yeast is
Oh.
not.
Oh,
no,
not a
that's-
great-
that- I know.
It's not a
Yeah.
great
Oh,
word.
I know, yeah.
Right? It's just not.
Yeah.
It's
Unless
not
you are
culture.
actively working on bread, no.
And even then, it's just
You're like,
it's just a necessary evil.
give me the stuff. Give me those. Give me
Yeah.
that stuff.
Give me the fake parm.
That's right.
Yeah.
The fake parm.
Fake parm.
The fake parm is usually already
Well, actually,
fake.
we used to.
Yeah.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah.
The
So it's
real
double
parm
fake.
is a double fake parm.
No, yeah, that crab
It's like
shit
double cream.
used to be the stinky feet cheese,
Yeah.
That's right.
and so I guess you would just call this stuff stinky feet dust.
No, it doesn't sound good either.
The counterfeit
Yeah.
The
stinky
candidate,
feet cheese.
what?
Makes me think of the stinky cheese man.
Stinky cheese
No,
man
this
is.
tastes
As fast
Yes.
as I can, and you can't catch me. I'm the stinky
I'm the
cheese
stinky
man.
cheese man. Oh god.
You opened a portal in time.
Wow.
Fergus piggies out.
Yep.
Right?
Maybe you have some parmesan.
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 Wait,
Yeah.
is he
Parmesan with
is
a
he
Z.
from Wisconsin or is he from Ireland?
He's from Ireland, but that's how they say it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
No. JC finally started watching Dairy Girls.
It's all
Oh yeah, I
I
love
love
that.
it's all Parmesan and garage.
I watched that so fast. I binged that in like a day.
She fucking watched everything on YouTube, and then she turns it on me, and I'm like, why did we turn this on? You've already watched it all. She's like, no, I haven't. And I'm like, you know you have. She's like, not like for real.
Yeah, she watches like
Not on TV.
best of episodes.
I fucking hate it.
Like, yeah.
She did that shit with like Steven Universe and
Best stuff.
Bob's
I watched the
Burgers.
whole thing.
I'm like, why don't you just watch it? It's a good show.
Yeah.
I think
The
Anyway,
episodes are 15 minutes long.
I think she just needs the incentive to be like, I do like this. I'd like to see all the context.
Yeah. Yeah.
doesn't always work.
I've just tried running Steven Universe RPG a couple of times, so I had to watch it multiple times.
Yep.
I liked it though.
I had to.
They had to.
with
I had
heart.
to.
Like most things, right? Like
100%
had to.
had to.
That's the nerd had to.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I had to buy this.
that's right.
It was $200, but I had to.
I had to buy 5 copies of the same CD.
Yeah, no, I did though.
Uh-huh.
With different pictures.
I had to.
You're preaching to the choir. We
How
all
was I
get
going
it.
to get all the pictures I needed? I didn't buy 5 copies.
And
of
you
the
get
same-
different photo cards with each one, so who knows how many members I'll get.
I
Yeah.
mean, and there's 13 of them motherfuckers and 17, so
Yeah.
I gotta buy even more.
Yeah.
Wow. Sorry, yeah.
You got an
so,
11. So
Yes, I did.
you're working on this crowd, right?
Meanwhile,
And most of the people here are, I mean, it's creepy and sad all at the same time that most of them are young girls, probably between like 15 and 25. There's a few boys in the group, but it's an exception rather than the norm.
I'm fine with that.
Most of them are Castilian. There's a few Vodace girls in there. And
I feel like I'm immediately slowly trying to test to see if they got this far.
well,
Oh, did I find one?
Of course you did.
This one's mine,
after
sorry.
as you're working with these crews and sort of helping like comfort them and making sure like they got what they need, you find two sisters that are sort of they're withdrawn, like they're more like leaning on one another, and something pings with them, and as you sort of try to get a read like a little bit more closely, you realize both of them ping.
Oh.
No
Two
fair.
sisters
You got
are
siblings.
touched.
Come and play with us.
Oh no, they're mad. Need to put them down.
Oh dear.
They're old enough that it would have pinged back home. You know this. They're not twins, right? Like, so they both look like they're probably in the 18 to early 20s range, both of them. Like, they look close in age, but definitely would have pinged back home. So chances are they shipped out of the country. Did they just get, reappropriated back here? Who knows? But it's raw, it's undeveloped, so they probably have been out for quite some time.
But that means they probably used it inadvertently more than once.
There's a good chance, and they might not know what they have.
Okay, well...
Because it's very unrefined.
Well, they've
but
also basically been taught their entire lives to not be them. They had
So-
to
It's
do this other
actually
thing.
not that different as a Fate Witch.
Exactly.
It's a good thing
Yeah.
you're not there.
So for you, like, this hits differently because you get the sense they escaped home to escape like one kind of confinement and ended up in a different one.
Okay, I feel like this is not a problem I'm going to solve in a short amount of time, so I probably think...
You know where the spoons are?
Yeah.
I think I'm probably still going to go out for the wool and just give...
I actually don't.
So they're
Give them
either
a
in the
longer
thing.
project for a bit. Okay,
Okay.
so do
The
this
colander?
thing.
Yeah.
If there's like some of them that are a little more like functional, I'll say, here's roughly what to do. And there's no right or wrong at this point. You're just getting the, 'cause this is a repetitive thing. You gotta do it
Right.
a lot in order to. So I'll check your work when you get back. Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll spend time with them after that.
Yeah, you they sort of talk with you, and then if as they pick up your accent, they try to speak to you in Bodache.
I will respond, of course.
Don't fuck with them. No Nintendo.
Haven't they been through enough?
I'm not there.
Even if you were.
Yeah.
That probably still would be the suggestion. Yeah, so you get that, and you get that their names are Amelia and Ludovica.
I'm sorry, Ludovica. We only had enough sense for the first name.
Well, hey, I went to school with the male version of that name.
Ludovico?
Ludovic.
Ludovic. Yeah.
And he went, his shorthand was Ludo.
Cute.
He played D&D with us, and he was bad at it.
And he was bad at it.
He
Oh
was.
man, bad at D&D.
Well, he took all the fucking place at the table, and it was He's a spotlight hugger. Let me. That's the best way to describe. I know, Tony, you've had that kind of player. I'm sure.
Oh, I've been that kind of player. Yeah, hell yeah, let's go.
Where, you know, at the cost of everybody else.
Funny thing, I actually learned I learned a Tesseract that can actually hide your weave, so I have the option of telling them they don't have to use their power. You just learn this once and never use it again.
Well, you can.
But that's something.
Hell yeah.
That's an option now.
Yep.
You put your thumb against their forehead and you're like, I can take away your powers.
I mean, it's not really taking it away. It's just the way I wrote this was if you use this weave and it lasts until you use another one. So it's just like, just never use another one.
You gonna take away my powers? No, I just like saying that shit.
I'm giving you choice.
It sounds dramatic.
But anyway, I go look at some wool.
Yeah.
What's that line? I'm a
Isak
messy bitch and I love drama.
Isak looks very relieved that you're going with him to pick wool.
It would just piss me off if it was bad wool.
Oh yeah, because you're starting to tell him like you said. No,
the instructions are becoming very quickly overwhelming.
And you're smart enough to realize that it's just easier to go.
Yeah, you can just pick shit and have him carry it back.
Yeah, he's still useful. He's got arms. He's got
so many skeins.
Evine's stories help alleviate
Skeins of wool, of yarn.
Skeins.
Oh, I always thought it was skein.
Wow, nobody knows how to pronounce
Skanks up in here.
Apparently it's like skein, like nair.
It's skein.
Oh, did you look it up? Oh no, I'm looking it up.
No, I was just thinking of your
I want to see what the internet says.
Nerve.
It's Baron Skein Bears.
God! It was the Mandula effect.
It's Mandula.
Sorry, the Mandala effect. There we go.
The Abdullah effect.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
The Abdullah effect.
I know, it's okay.
I don't even know what's happening anymore.
Nobody does.
Man, that's the Baron Skeins bear. Come on.
The Weinstein bears.
No.
Bad bears.
Get that shit out of here. The stories are really hitting home. You get a lot of emotional reactions to those, Amanda. Sometimes like it's emotional, like in the getting teary-eyed, but not in a bad way, right? Like it just things are raw right now, so you're getting a pretty raw emotional response, but it's a good thing. You give that cool cowboy vibe because you tell stories from the road, and you're that cool lone traveler coming from a faraway land.
She's the cool auntie.
Yeah.
And it's like you're in a western. It's like that mysterious stranger rode into town.
Stranger came to the saloon.
Yep. And
she was strange. She may have been a 50-year-old Ison man.
Who knows?
We'll never know.
I mean, I would be surprised. I barely know what she is right now.
Yep. Who knows?
Oh no. It looks like. Hold on.
Skein.
Wait.
Skein.
No, yeah, those are the same.
Still
Okay.
Skein. Okay.
Skein.
Well, then I've been saying it wrong my whole life.
I got you.
So have my sister and my mother, because that's how I learned how to say it. Was Skein.
Middle English, skein. S-K-E-Y-N-E.
Skein?
From Middle French, escain. Probably from Vulgar Latin. Scamnia.
How do you say it in French?
I don't know, what's that one?
Escagne, no, that's old. That would be Escagne, but like that's like old French shit.
Which
Like
is- Yeah, it's pronounced like.
I had to read those in fucking literature class, and I was like,
Is it
I
like
don't.
reading Canterbury Tales except French?
Yeah.
I think it's worse in French because like if you think French has a lot of fucking useless
no.
letters right now, like
There's a lot of G's.
Middle
and-
Ages French is like, here, have a fucking alphabet soup. Like here's a fucking bundle of letters for you. It's
Skein.
maddening.
Skein. Skein.
We get it, Tommy.
Okay, sorry.
Remix. I had to read.
It's your Kenku character could only ever say one word.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I had to read Yvain, the Lion Knight, which is
Yvain?
Yeah. It's like Middle Age literature.
Sorry, it just sounds like you're saying
Well, it's like
funny
reading
now.
fucking like
What's Yvain?
I know.
Beowulf or whatever.
Yeah.
And it's like, it basically is. I mean, it's
Lady of Shalott.
Bard Tales, right? Like, but it's like
Yeah.
it's by Chrétien de Troyes, so it's like a
Oh my.
Yeah.
it was pretty maddening.
I never went that old with like literature. I was at Shakespeare, and then I went to Greek and ancient Greek stuff, and then I was like, no, I didn't go in that spot.
About Middle Age literature, that
We had to read because we did Canterbury Tales, and we did one other.
Whatever.
He's just trying to get everyone.
Oh,
of
we
those
had to
done.
read
I never do
fucking
that game.
Thomas Aquinas,
Ooh,
oh yeah,
gross.
we had to read that too.
fucking Confessions or whatever it's
Yep.
called. Yeah, when we got to the Middle Ages.
Yep, he's got the fucking saint in front of his name in front. He'll tell you how much French people love that guy.
But
Saint Thomas d'Aquin.
yeah, I liked Canterbury Tales.
Yvain was a lot of Jesus Christ. It was a lot of nothing.
Yeah, once you bend your brain to that particular dialect, you're like, oh yeah, no, these are actually good. It's just getting your brain there is such a fucking
It's
slog.
effort, right? Like you can't just read through that and analyze it. Like you gotta turn on. It didn't help that my literature teacher was like always a hair breadth away from mental breakdown. So
What? That's beautiful.
Nice.
well, I mean that
That's
was the last
magical.
semester she taught. Like the next semester, like all of her classes were taken by somebody else. Like
she
she
didn't
fucking
have all her
vanished.
eggs in that basket.
Yeah. She would show up like, this is 20 years before COVID, and she would show up like near the end of the semester in PJ pens, like, looking like. She looked like she was having a time, right? Like, I was like, you don't want to be here.
Oh,
That's,
jeez.
yeah. That's, it didn't help.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Wow, very public breakdown there.
Yeah. She had like that really like awkward, like nervous laugh, like at times that would like just tell you like, are you doing okay? Like, yeah, basically, right? Like,
Oh no!
she would make like a joke that was,
Oh, no,
that
she laughed
didn't
at her
land,
own
and then she would
jokes.
do that, and it was just like,
Cringy, very
are you doing
cringy.
all right? Like,
No.
Do you need someone to talk
to use the vernacular of the young folks today. So cringe.
it was, and sometimes there was nothing, right? Like there was no punchline whatsoever, and it was like, I don't get it, and I don't.
Wow.
She's gonna poison us all.
Yeah.
By
Well,
the
probably.
way, just to get back on track, do I need to roll dice to find wool?
No.
Okay.
No.
There's a wool shop.
You're known now, like in the Artisans Quarter, after you made a big fucking show.
I did, didn't I?
So no, you find wool, and you find
Okay,
the wool.
but do
that
I
you want.
haggle, or do I roll to haggle?
I mean, if you'd like,
I'm just kidding. It doesn't really matter.
you can do a convince roll.
No,
But
you set the market price. You
yeah,
are-
basically,
Yeah.
people are wanting you to use their stuff, so
Yeah.
you don't have to fight hard.
All right. Well, then I start telling them this isn't good business sense. And if you're not going to let me pay you, then what else will you barter me?
Oh, they'll let you pay them. They're letting you set the pace.
All right. Okay, then we come back with some great stuff. But I save the best stuff for myself because
You know what? It's stupid.
we don't use the good stuff for practice.
Yeah.
It's not that stupid. Not.
Let's not get stupid. We hold the beer.
Right. Yep. All right, you practice. No, don't use this one. Just give that one to me. That's not your untrained fingers.
You don't know.
I'm not ready
you
for
don't
this.
know.
It'd be like eating barbecue and then handling a fine piece of art. No. You're not there yet.
Right after you made a stop at Wingstop. All right. While this is all happening,
Wingstop won't stop.
let's open an opponent to Wingstop.
Yeah.
Uh,
Well, now they have thighs.
ooh.
Yes.
Thigh stop.
Yeah, they have
Chickens
thigh
have
stop.
always had thighs.
That's what it's like on DoorDash. It's their secret kitchen. It's thigh stop.
Thigh
Yeah.
stop.
And if you actually go in there, you can be like, I want the thighs.
I mean, there's got to be thighs somewhere.
Yeah.
Right.
Everyone has thighs too. Everyone has butts and thighs.
Poor snakes. They're not really people.
No.
Snake sadly slithers away.
And the fishes too. They're just like, oh, no one loves them.
I love the fishies.
Right. Fucking legs are overrated. You're heading to the governor's
Yeah.
house.
Yeah, mostly just I get up in there, snoot around.
Snuffle that.
Yeah.
Lots of activity as usual. You get ushered in, right? You get to cut the line.
Yeah.
There's a significant longer line of nobles this time around. Some of them recognize you from the first time you pulled the stunt.
I just
Days
nod.
ago.
I just
They've
nod.
just been standing in line this whole
Yeah,
time.
they've been there the whole time.
The whole time.
I just keep
Legend
nodding.
has it,
Anyone I
entire
recognize.
generations were born here.
Yeah. Whether I think I like them or not, I just nod at everyone like, hey, how's you doing?
You're finger gunning.
Yeah, hell yeah.
everyone.
So, dude.
With reckless abandon, finger guns ablaze.
That's right.
Oh, hello, darling.
No concern for the ammunition.
That's
you're
right. Yeah,
expending.
no, yeah. You're welcome.
Yeah, you're being ushered in and brought to the war room, which has significantly more people this time around, as it seems like the team has solved one problem with the excommunication of the Winter Sun, but now is facing a different kind of challenge with, like, now we have an entire city to police and not enough people wearing a uniform to do it. So
Well, it's funny that you say that.
they're basically trying to figure out the logistics of that as you come in,
I happen
and
to
of
have
course
a group of people.
a lot of it sort of waves you in immediately.
Just grin at them all stupid.
Yep, there's folks like waiting at the edge, right?
bad.
Like they're waiting there too.
Why not me?
It's
Oh
like
no,
Fatima,
no,
right?
no! I mutter. I'm like, I get bored easy. It's not gonna take long. Don't worry. If you're here too long, it's not gonna be.
That's fair.
It's like they're dicking with you. Like, this is not my fault.
That's it. Whatever you were thinking before I walked up, that's probably what it is. Hasta luego.
Yeah, you know what you did.
Beans and diseases.
Beans and diseases.
That's a whole new one.
All right, I'm adding this.
That's a classic. No, I stole that one from fucking like Red Green or someone. No, who was crotchety old black man?
Richard Pryor?
No. Yeah, it was like a sitcom comedy show. And
Moving on up, the Jefferson.
Sanford and Son?
Sanford and Son, thank you. Yes, because he had the derpy ass nephew.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one. Yeah, because the Mexican dude shows up on the show. And he goes, "Buenos dias," and he goes, "Beans and diseases to you too." It was incredible. Yeah. Gotta give credit to that one. I remember that one. But yeah, I'm like, I was sort of looking around for the kid I sent ahead to get the recon report.
He's by the door.
Yeah. I kind of see Londerville and grin, and I look and I just lean out and I just kind of grab his collar and I'm like, I kind of push him forward and I'm like,
there's the eyebrow, but then
yeah.
you saw the signal to the kid to come into.
And I'm like, this one needs an intel report for your new unit of irregulars. You know that warehouse that you maybe didn't know about till recently, that got used kinda. Well, the fruit seller. Yeah, you're gonna want to send like a lieutenant or a captain out there to deputize a whole company.
You see, Carlos looks at Landreville and they exchange a couple glances with each other. Landreville flags a man you recognize as Angel, and he says, Angel tips his hat to you, and he says, "Can you please follow the boys and bring
They have
bring
no
them
idea
intel."
what's been happening the last 3 days.
Yes, no,
five,
we need to remedy that. Angel, can you bring the latest report? Have one of your couriers take their location as one of their usual
And I also kind of lean like so that the outside doesn't. It's like they're also incredibly well armed already. Like, damn.
There's a look of like, I guess like appreciation, and then as the damn comes, like it's appreciation and worry a little bit.
You may either want to give them additional training or reallocate some of those resources because it's ordnance. It's ordnance. I'm gonna make sure I'm not being misunderstood.
Yes. Angel, can you take inventory when you're out there? And let's see. Don't take anything away from them yet, but just let's figure out how much firepower we're talking about here.
Yes.
And then he sort of turns.
How many guns do they have?
Yes. Son, you may have heard. Maybe what you thought I said was.
He turns to you and the boy and says, "How willing would the group be to take on some work?"
Yes. I was concerned with that myself, and I was like, you know who's got things that need to get done?
He sort of grabs one of the maps that's on the desk and rolls it and gives it to Angel as well. And he's like, go over the routes that we discussed with them. And if they are willing, able, and please assess their training and discipline. If this is acceptable, let's deputize them yesterday and get them on the street.
Are the crows here yet? Are they outside yet? Like, they should be here by now, right?
They're somewhere because they
They had to walk.
Yeah. But I was like, I forgot how long that march was going to be. Do you remember any of this?
Well, to your sense, they should be here.
Yeah.
I sort of look for a bird flag. I look for a bird flag on the map. Yes.
There's a bird flag.
Yeah, okay, cool. So as long as they're now, you know.
The Overwatch.
There's no key to it on the map, but there's a definite.
Yeah.
You know the symbol.
Okay, then we know they're there. They're available if we need them.
Yep.
Because I'm thinking now that we pretty much have the city under control. Now we are worried because I keep forgetting that we're gonna go to war with Castile. Probably, maybe, hopefully not, but we'll see.
I still feel like we should take care of the what's her name first, though.
No, we are.
No, 100%.
Yeah.
But that's not all out. We don't need
Why-
bombs
why-
plural for her.
Yeah.
We have one.
Yeah.
You're the bomb.
Who is ready to fucking
Dab
wreck?
bomb.
We have a tactical nuke prepped for that. We don't need.
No, war will come to Odisseo, regardless. Especially now.
Yeah, kind of whether we want to or not. Thanks, Don Fernando or whatever. Francisco. Yeah. Fernando.
Yeah, Reto summons Abba.
That's right. Well, we're about to have fucking Waterloo out here. Like, shit.
Yeah.
Exactly. John, did you just listen to an ABBA album? And like, this is my campaign.
Yep. Blame my fucking dad.
Damn, that's
Listening to
clever.
ABBA all the time when I was a kid.
My
Mine
dad
too.
also. Oh yeah, that's right.
It's
because
weaved.
I think everyone listens. I think
It's
everyone's
weaved into
dad
my
listens.
brain.
Yeah.
My dad did not. My dad listened
Your
to
dad's white.
KKSF smooth jazz.
Oh my god.
That's because your dad's ethnicity is mayonnaise. So
I'm sorry, do you know my dad? Because
To be fair, my dad's ethnicity is tomatoes because my papa was a tomato farmer out in
Nice.
Central California.
no, yeah.
mayonnaise. Right.
My dad doesn't like mayonnaise. As a matter of fact.
Can you
That must be-
legally
must
put
be a
that on a
correct-
form?
Must be.
Well,
Like ethnicity
usually there are
mayonnaise?
people
Must be a
on into
heritage thing.
cannibalism. So if he is mayonnaise, he doesn't want to eat it.
I thought up there it's not hollandaise. What is it?
Hollandaise at 100%.
It is, okay, yeah.
It's
Well, hollandaise is
bechamel.
Oh.
hollandaise is a separate
Yeah.
sauce from mayonnaise.
Yeah.
Bechamel.
There's
There we
no
go.
mayonnaise in hollandaise. It's just
No.
eggs and butter.
No, we
And
got
butter.
mayonnaise.
And
We
butter.
put it on fries.
That's why
up
it's
there.
so delicious. This is good.
Also vinegar.
Eggs and butter. I call it. Like it's just that sounds.
A
That
lot of
sounds
things are just eggs and butter.
Sounds
Also
correct.
vinegar on fries.
Yeah, I'm down with that. I fucks with that. No,
If you go
absolutely.
to
So good.
it's like salt and vinegar chips, right? Like it's basically
Yeah.
if you go to any
At
ice
this table, I'm
rink.
the weirdo that likes ketchup.
No, I also
No,
like
no,
ketchup.
no,
I
no,
don't
no,
like
like
we were at a pub.
I mean, I
Yeah.
don't hate
And yeah, they were
vinegar,
like,
but
fuck it
it's
up.
just
And
the
I was
first
like,
taste.
hell yeah, let's
If you
go.
go to any ice rink, they have the little bottle like with the
Oh, yeah.
little spout. You just sprinkle that on your fucking
Thank
fries
you.
and go to town.
That was
Please.
just shit.
For that time where you want the snack and you're not hungry enough for poutine, you know.
You're waiting for the poutine.
Yeah, basically. You're between meals.
That's right.
So
Now it goes.
it's for those hockey tournament weekends where you're like gonna be at the ring for like 8 hours a day.
Yeah, gotta keep them calories up. Yeah,
Yep.
that's just part of the regimen. It's fine.
It's cold out there.
You're gonna burn them all off. It's all right.
It's cold out there, and not every fucking bumfuck village can afford to heat up their arena. All right. Yeah. So this process goes pretty quickly. Angel leaves with a stack of paper, a couple maps. Right. He even flags a couple of his guys to walk back. And once Angel is on his way with the boy, who not 100% sure exactly what happened, but he's bringing somebody to someone who will know what to do. So
Oh, yeah,
you know.
Yeah. If I see that, I'm like, oh, don't worry, you'll get a beer, and they'll give you a cot. It'll be good.
Yep. So that little train goes away, and Landreville, once the door closes, says, "So one last one left."
And I'm like, yeah, we talked about that because it's a good one, and I think the Winter Sun, right?
Mm-hmm.
As one last act of defiance, the Winter Sun, wink wink, is going to attack her, and so she will be a martyr because
Oh, that's right. We just
One-
wanted to do it that way.
because one so devout and unassailable as she could not possibly be a person of ill. So yeah.
That Landreville looks like slightly, I guess, relieved because he basically says, "I'm glad to hear that this is the route you are considering taking, because as it stands, Carlos is enjoying a newfound popularity, but if he is pitted directly against Madre Paloma, I'm afraid this popularity will not last."
Oh yeah, no.
So, if we maneuver it this way, and Carlos is right there, like looking uncomfortable, but
Just keep grinning at him like it's fine.
Martin just said, we can maneuver to support.
I like how weird the political puppeteers. Like, it's not us.
From
It's
the
not us being like puppeted by the politics.
Yeah.
It's us.
As soon as we decided to pay off Carlos, this was the route.
Yeah.
We can maneuver to honor her memory by
Building her a statue.
taking her stand against
This
the
rogue
people that
component.
crushed her.
Yeah.
And as luck would have it, Carlos has had an offer today that may help us in this endeavor. And if you and yours, as political allies from the city of San Felipe, would like to attend, we would welcome you. And Perez sort of comes about and slides a document across the table, which is a request of audience from Cardinal Fatima.
Nice. Forgot about her.
I either roll or fold that sucker up and it goes into one of my more precious pouches.
You mean like what? I saw where you put that.
Precious.
My cod piece. Keep it in the cod piece.
That's right. It just
Whatever Rob Lee filmed.
makes a show of it, like just
Yeah, slowly maintaining aggressive eye contact.
just incredibly slowly, just like
Oh dear.
like
Your hands already touching the ground. Like, where is that even going anymore?
it's like, holy shit, how deep are these pants? He's past the elbow.
Like what's his name? Like Bundy from Married with Children.
Yep. But yeah, he says that whatever magic you have been working, and I believe Inquisitor Mazabi as well. He's part of the summons also.
Oh yeah.
The Cardinal is now willing to meet with the governor to discuss the future of Lisso and potentially the future of Odisseo. I can tell you that the church is in an uproar
Oh yeah.
at her words during the event you have put on for Carlos.
Well, yeah, because we're about to bust up where the Vatican is. So
The words,
it's technically an Odisseo, right? Oh, yeah.
the word Odisseo was not to be spoken from her lips. This is the Gran Ducado of Gallegos. It has been such as long as this part has joined Castile. But now that the appointed Cardinal has given I suppose form to the patriotism of Odysseans, the church fears that sedition is in the cards. San Felipe was always on the edge, let's be honest. The Vatican City always thought that this would be an action they would have to take, but Lisso was a different story. This was their foothold.
We sat and put our butt all over this foothold.
That's right.
Even as we
We touched it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, basically. Just
Butthole now. Our butthole.
right?
That's right.
Just got like house sitting for somebody, and then you send him a text, and it's like, I took off my pants and I sat in all your chairs.
That's right. That's right.
All of them. Here's pictures.
Villain!
Right?
Here's a picture of me using your toothbrush.
Right.
Yep.
But not
With
in my
no
mouth.
pants.
With no pants. That's right. I didn't put my pants back on.
That's right.
I did other things with my pants.
Yep, I burned them. So yes,
Yeah,
tomorrow.
if they want to look deep into my eyes, they will see my fantasies of testing some of these bombs out in a field somewhere in plain sight of a Castilian unit to be like, oh, you don't think I got no guns? What, you think I sold them all? Like, what the fuck? Yeah, huh? Let's fucking go. You want?
Need guns.
That's right. But yeah. So, but yeah,
I have it under.
I'm taken out of that
weapon
reverie.
is the future.
I'm taken out of that reverie, and I'm like, okay.
Well, regardless, the reason why I want to have inventory of our weaponry is that we may have to use it before long.
And then I start to drift off again. I'm like, yeah.
We have it under good authority that even though it is much too early for an actual invasion of Odiseo, Lisso is sliding from under Cardinal Verdugo's thumb, and we have it under good authority that he is
So we're off in
sending.
the distance, just him that. Fuck that
yeah, mid taste test. Fuck Verdugo.
Yep. I have it under good authority from some of our people in Vatican City that he has dispatched one of his, shall we say, less subtle inquisitors to come and assist Madre Paloma, who is... She's his interrogator, according to our intel, so she will not rise up openly. Plus, her reputation sorts of shields her, so she won't take arms. At least not openly. But I believe the Inquisition will try one last-ditched attempt to keep the city under control before the situation spirals and Verdugo has to make the political move of calling Odiseo heretics. That will not win him popular favor among the Grandes, who will now start to wonder when their Ducado will be next.
Right.
So he'll try to avoid that move if he can. Which means violently putting an end to the uprising at Lisso.
Oh, let's fucking hope so.
If he gets the chance. One last ditch effort to spin the narrative in his favor so that word of their tampering out here does not come to light.
Oh, that ship has fucking sailed. And we're the fucking captains.
They-
Who's this? Or, oh, sorry, go ahead.
They very well may try to burn Lisso to the ground.
Not if we do it first.
It is not
They won't be able
impossible.
to.
Also, yeah, what?
Yeah.
Really? You're just
Right,
giving
yeah.
her more to work with.
Let them fucking try. We're the
try.
ones who are going to set off the bombs. It's like, who's the Inquisitor? Since it sounds like we know who it is, or they know who it is.
Is it Verdugo?
Grand Inquisitor Vittorio.
So close. It's that other V bitch.
Do I know who that is? I mean, I might know who they all are, but do I have any specific beef with that guy?
We'll find out.
Straight out of Vadachi.
Oh, nuts. Bum, bum, bum.
Well, the good news is he can't be a fate witch.
Yeah.
No.
But he might have one.
The good news is we have a better one.
There's no
Yeah.
might there,
Yeah.
but yes, I'm gonna have to make sure.
I mean, we've
two
already
girls are.
dealt with the asshole with the Fate Witch
Yep.
and gotten rid of that.
Well, they
Fate
all
Witch.
have one.
Yeah.
That's part of the. Part
So
of the
we've
MO.
done this before.
But yeah, let's. Oh yeah. I'm hyped for that.
Vittorio is.
Let him try.
He's a follower of the second prophet. He is a warrior through and through. And if he is coming to Lisso, this tells us everything we need to hear. Namely, that the Inquisition is done trying to manipulate the people of the city, and they are either going to attempt to intimidate them or silence them.
What's the time? What's the date on the invitation to the
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Okay, cool.
Tomorrow we'll be meeting with the Cardinal, and the balancing act we have to do at this point is knowing where Fatima's loyalties lie.
Oh yeah.
Does she stand with us, or does she stand with Verdugo?
Well, we'll know once we're done, one way or another. Don't worry about that.
He is the one that appointed her.
Yeah.
Although Inquisitor Mazabi seems to think she can be an ally.
Weren't they fucking?
I mean, that's what we all thought.
That's the headcanon.
Carlos coughs. One of the aides looked in a different direction. Laudreville, like, completely nonplussed. I'm not privy to this information.
Yeah, that told everything you needed to know.
I would have said something to that effect, if not those exact words.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I think they were in bed together. No, like literally, like, or there's definitely something, a history. But so, you know, that definitely skews one's opinion, typically. So,
Well,
and then how long do we think till Vittorio? How long do we think Victoria till they show up? Or when would they have been dispatched earliest?
That is slightly more nebulous, but they're at least several days away.
Okay.
So,
cool.
At the closest, probably 4 days.
Sweet. We go to a party. We figure out whether or not Fatima is useful, and then after that,
are we all invited to this? Is this the thing?
oh yeah, no, I'm gonna break it down for you guys in a minute.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just making sure I get all the intel.
Officially, you're the delegation from San Felipe.
Ha! That's brilliant.
I hope
we are.
I
Indeed.
mean, we are.
I hope that the Cardinal can be turned, because much as we have our work ahead of us, fighting the entirety of the Vatican Church will make us no friends.
No, 100%. And yeah, and then the day after we make friends with Fatima, we will all dress up as Winter Sun and attack the Madre so that she doesn't have her friend. And then I'm saying this, or so never mind. I don't say this to them. I'm like
You're
okay.
saying this mentally.
Yeah, I'm like, okay. Yeah, we might come visit again. We'll see. But yeah, there you go. Congrats. Have fun.
Thank you for helping, maybe unwittingly helping us with our guard problem.
It's all been written already. It's all good. Strangely,
right? It's just, all right. And
I'm trying
then
to remember my heritage instead of all this free will bullshit I've been living.
free will bullshit.
That's right.
Need a T-shirt with that. And yeah, Malavi says, as usual, let us know what you need. We'll get prepared for this audience tomorrow. The location is written on the invitation. We're meeting on neutral grounds. I think both sides are a little suspicious of the other and worried about cloak and daggers.
No. Come I'm offended. But not really, else I'd be offended. All right. I pat my codpiece, and I'm like, yeah, no, all right. Safe and sound. I'll get it to him. We'll see you there, if not sooner. Good luck with all that. It's not actually. I don't actually wear a codpiece. But yeah, I open the door.
Now. There's a litter.
It's
our head.
It's shielding you.
It's a sporin. It's fine.
Nice.
And yeah, I open the door and I'm like, and don't you come back. And I kind of stop there. I'm like, I don't. Good luck. And I keep walking.
That's all I got.
Yeah.
Fill in the blanks.
Finger guns. If you see my face, I hope you know which side you're on. Have a nice day. And yeah, and I come back to the house of healing.
Yes.
Yeah, it is a house of healing.
And I cram her into the door.
And
I'm like,
I come back with
again.
all the rules.
There's a second one. Woo!
yeah. And I'm like,
It's the other Western.
Yeah.
I'm here
It's
distributing
the other
wool.
one.
Yeah, you also are there. There's wool.
and I go, ooh.
There's like knitting happening.
And I'm like, are you gonna teach him a chain stitch? You gonna... Like suddenly I'm like, oh, I know some of these things.
We're starting very,
She's
beginner.
making living blankets for everybody.
7-year-olds know how to do this. I mean, well, they start at 4, so I get all right. Whatever. All right, fine, whatever.
No, until your fingers have bled.
Right.
Right.
Oh my god, we have so much in common.
Right.
Murder, knitting.
Murder through knitting.
Yes.
Murder knitting.
I mean,
Murder
I literally
knitting.
used my knitting needles as weapons until I got the.
Another great band name.
I love this
Murder
family.
Knitting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love this family, guys. Guys, guess what?
What?
I probably shouldn't say anything in front of all these people.
Basement?
Is it something
I
that
mean-
I can know?
Magnus and Jimena are already in the basement.
Yeah.
Basement party, guys.
I look
Right,
over
there's
at
drinking
at
happening
Violina. I was
down
like,
there at that
does she know
point.
about the thing with the nun? That we're gonna do the ooh and the
No, I think we left her out of that.
Anything you need to keep secret, you can't tell her because she can't
Both
lie.
of the fucking Vestin playing charades.
3 words. First one sounds like herder.
I mean, I just went downstairs.
Rhymes with assassination.
I started, like, urging this way. There's stairs going down. Let's go there.
Como se dice impersonation?
Right. He's like, let me mime it for. Let me do it from the side.
I get some wool and just stick it in his
Let me use an
mouth.
onomatopoeia.
Double tap.
Zhenya does it. Go. We'll talk about it without me.
We'll get you if
Go-
we
go
if
elsewhere.
we can't even know. It's fine. Yeah, we got you here.
She gives Ricardo like a you go listen.
The
Oh, yeah,
basement
you
is
can-
for
You,
lies,
you,
apparently.
you can
The
lie.
basement is
You
for
go in my
lies.
ears.
Thanks, Amanda.
Ricardo.
And bombs, I guess.
Ricardo has like a handful of supplies in his hand, and he's like, "You got it." And he passes by Isak and
Yeah,
dumps
we
it all
go.
in his hands,
Okay, your turn.
and
Attaboy.
does a quick salute, and
That's right.
follows along.
I feel
You
like
go
that.
listen and see if I can if I am allowed to know the situation.
You be my filter.
That's right.
Yeah.
I feel like that should go on the word cloud. The basement is for lies.
The basement for lies. That's right. That's right.
You let me know if there's something I can know.
So I cram her into the basement. Hello.
There's drinking happening down there. I don't know if Jimena's partaking, but Magnus is 100%.
Oh, I'm sure
drinking.
she'd be like, well, shit, well, hold on. Don't make me catch up.
No, Jimena's not.
No?
Not around her things.
Oh no, you got to stay sharp around the. Around
yeah,
the
I need to make sure the note.
Yeah.
That
Don't drink anything on here.
the
Magnus-
giant Vestin man doesn't try to drink any of the things
Right.
he's not supposed to.
Magnus
Oh,
is
no.
living dangerously. Like, you've had to tell him like 15 times, don't lean on that. Like, don't.
Also, not this bottle. I know what it looks like.
He
but
keeps putting his cup like on the workbench, and you're like, no, that's how you explode yourself.
Right? It's like, no, trust me. No.
And he's telling stories, and you're like, contain your vigor, right? Like you don't. I get
It's
it
like
without the
gesturing.
gestures.
Oh yeah,
right? Like
wildly.
yeah. He's like, he talks about a ship, and it's like he's drawing it into the air.
I know what a
right?
ship looks like. I have been on many ships.
Not this one, and it's just
This one's
Just he needs a corner that has nothing in it.
Use your words, Magnus. Use your words.
So I get down there, and I'm like, okay. Flourish. We're going to a dinner party as representatives of San Felipe. Fatty is hosted. What's up?
Fatty.
Let's go.
Fatty.
So
you see Magnus. Magnus is like, that's amazing.
and I look
And then there's a pause, and he's like, who's that
Fatty?
again?
And I'm
Yeah.
like-
Who's that again?
and I'm like,
Who's Fatty?
the cardinal. She's a cardinal.
Kenneth
No.
Fatty.
Yes, she's
Yeah.
Cardinal of Gallegos.
Yeah. I'm like Cardinal Fatima, and I'm looking over
We
at,
like that one.
at my probably,
Well,
which is why
Zabi likes that one.
yeah, Muzabi's been up in there.
Well,
so
yeah, she's the one that we've been wanting
That
to
explains.
court.
probably.
So
Except
much.
Muslim
or
Zabi's
like,
been courting.
or they're like how she's like, close enough, same thing, effectively.
Savannah just sort of looks offended and confused.
Hey, however you get there, I respect that. That's fine. And so,
No.
so yeah, so
Right.
of course we're gonna
Don't let him tell you how you
we're
get
gonna have
there.
a little chit chat.
That's up to you.
See how
Where
we
am I
feel,
going?
and you gotta to the end. So
Because he'll tell you, like he's like one of these guilty. They'll tell you how you're supposed to get there. Don't listen to any of that. You do you.
Okay.
I am no guilty. Just because I have a lot of money from the, it's
You're-
not. Come on, come
Weren't
on.
you
You're
born
adjacent.
into it though?
Hey, look,
You're adjacent.
I keep taking it out of my mouth, but it gets keep put. I'm like,
They don't know
I got
her.
all these
I know
silver
your aunt.
spoons.
So
Is this all happening in
Don't worry about the
Veston?
ant.
yeah,
Yeah, probably.
Partly.
Probably it's like
Pigeon.
yeah.
Festin.
Yeah.
Festin.
Yeah, it's like
It's like
Fiestin.
Sally's mom
Yeah.
talking on the
Yeah.
phone, where like every fourth and fifth word is in Tagalog,
Yeah.
and it slips back to you know.
Yeah, like when we left, like she had one of my relatives on the phone,
Yeah,
but was also saying bye to us at the same time. She kept
Yeah.
lapsing in and
Yeah.
out of.
Yeah.
So it's very much
Tagalog.
like that. Like
Yeah.
there's Vestin, but there's like
I'm
But
like,
it's all the
yeah.
same. To,
there's
yeah,
no
yeah.
strings attached to that silver spoon other than it's my family anyway. So like, I might as well spend the spoon anyway.
all right, well,
Yeah. So
you know,
while we're there, we're gonna need you to get the
tomato,
barometer.
like whatever, like that's.
Yeah.
Just like there's the stop, and I'm just like, so yeah, so you'll let us know if she's cool or not, or if it's just because
Right.
And then and so once we do that, I mean, if you can give us the signal in the moment, that would be optimal, because then we can start incorporating her into the machinations. But we're gonna have to.
Not Red Fatima yet? What is up with that?
We were busy.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Yeah, we haven't really gotten very close to her at all. We've just seen her places.
Because right after that, we're going to have to take down the Madre dressed as Winter Sun blatantly, because we need to do that before her little lapdog comes into town, because the Vatachines are sending Victoria. Vittorio.
Oh. Do I know that name?
Jimena, you know Victoria.
Do I? Because he's with that.
Yeah. All of the.
Yeah,
And
you
I-
might
and
too.
so I actually say the real, because
No, he's
Inquisitor Grand
he's
Inquisitor.
exactly the kind of Inquisitor you ask. No subtlety, burning down villages like that.
Yeah, no.
That whole
All the sconces get.
fire and brimstone.
Suddenly it gets very warm in this room.
I made sure not to stand next to any. So
As you get through this
I mean,
leg
he
of the
probably killed
story,
witches, so I'm
Yeah.
also mad.
Ricardo's leaning against the railing, and as you get through this, like the part with Madre Paloma, like he's like, and this is the pause button. This is the part I cannot tell Xenia about. The cloak and dagger dressing up as Winter Sun, murdering the Madre.
Does she not have to know about this? Like, I feel like maybe she could know about this.
Yeah, but if she's asked
But she can't
about
be.
it,
She can't be someone else.
if she's asked about it, she won't be able to keep
Right.
the duplicity
Right.
secret.
Right. So, how do we incorporate her into?
She just rolls in after the fighting already happened.
Oh yeah, that's gonna make Virginia so excited.
Yeah.
Do we have to get you shot again?
Somewhere up there, Jenny.
Horrible!
Ricardo is like, I
would really rather.
wouldn't.
Just hear a
You're not there.
He's more like, I don't want to take another bullet.
Upstairs, she's like,
That's a
why am I
level.
pissed suddenly?
Yeah.
That's a level of manipulation I wouldn't be comfortable with.
Yeah.
Noted.
It will.
You would.
Like, I slowly look
Because-
around to the rest of the people.
Jimena also does not want Jenny to be shot. though.
Because
No, he'd be shot. It's fine.
if
Oh,
They're gonna
That's-
shoot Ricardo, so Jenny has
Yeah.
to take care of him.
I see.
because if roles were reversed, not that they ever would, but I would be really upset.
No, absolutely. I understand, yeah. But,
Also, I've seen my intended take 5 bullets and keep moving.
Also, we're not married yet. Don't ruin that for me.
all right.
You what?
Oh, we gotta wait till we're married. Okay.
I'm gonna go feed you to someone and
Hey.
go marry what's his name?
The old man who runs the tavern?
No.
The bard who's the old man at
No.
the tavern?
Are we gonna?
The
is
old
it
man
a
who
Duke?
keeps losing his
The
eyeball?
fucking
No,
duke.
old man.
The fucking duke in the warehouse.
Wait, the Duke has an eyeball? What?
Oh, Zabi's bodyguard.
Yeah, Uzabi's bodyguard.
Yeah, I was actually
Oh,
thinking if Victoria
Elohim?
and Elohim were gonna
Elohim, yes.
fight it out.
Mm.
Yeah,
Well,
you make
also
Jenya mad enough, she feeds you to someone else and runs away with Elohim because
Ugh.
the two of them have a special bond too.
Oh my.
If I wasn't married, I mean, I see it, you know?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There's a mutual respect
So,
of brute strength
so
between
yeah.
the two.
So we'll have to take care of the Madre so that
You make very
So that-
strong children.
Right?
Victoria is headless and just comes into town with no direction, and then we can address them directly because
So we push them to violence because that's what they're good at, and then we beat them at their own game.
yeah, and in theory he would come in to avenge the Madre, and the only blatant target would be the Winter Sun.
That
Bless
makes
you.
sense to me because as much as you know,
No, excuse me.
Gesundheit. Gesundheit.
bless you.
Health! Health!
Thank you.
'Cause you gotta get the proper you gotta get the proper vibe
Yeah,
into
it's
it.
gonna be a little angrier.
It's gonna be like health.
I have one more.
Health!
No, you're just gonna stare it.
Strawberries!
Raspberries.
JC will yell like a random color and an animal at me, so like purple elephants or whatever. Like that's her thing, and I'm like, no, good try.
But yeah, Ricardo sort of nods and says, "Yeah, like that makes perfect sense to me because as long as I've been hanging around with this crew,
Yeah.
and it's all freedom and liberty and the good of all, I've not seen a group that can beat you all at the violence game yet. So if that's the card they play, then well, we can just out violence them and square this off right here. Plus, we get to knock one other high-ranking member of Verdugo's stable, which I'm not upset about.
I smack Magnus. I'm like, did you tell him? Did you tell him?
About what he was doing hand gestures earlier.
There was bombs.
It was
and
very.
drinking.
You're
It was
not
very.
I know.
I couldn't tell. And Magnus looks like really offended. It's like it was crystal clear.
He told you about the bombs, right?
Yeah,
I mean, I tried.
like Jenya shut me up.
Okay.
Explosives, ordnance,
Oh, yeah.
shells,
They're
artillery.
making them.
Okay, I'm like, I know what bombs are.
Yeah, they're literally around to us right now as we speak.
So now Jimena's gonna be like me in the wool, just like, are you doing it right though?
Yeah, Magnus is like, no, they're making them like, chain style.
I'm genuinely concerned about the supply line of Don Federico. Like, this is...
It's everybody.
Where is he getting
all
this stuff?
He's been storing it up all along. He's a crazy person.
Yeah.
Oh, he's just a prepper. Okay.
Yeah.
Mad prepper.
But
And we don't even know how long he was in that prison before we got him out.
And I'm like, so we've got this arc to get through, right? And then like there's still the threat that Vadacine and or Castille are gonna attack the peninsula, and part of me really wants to just start testing some of these out in the field to basically be like, yeah, motherfuckers, let's find out, let's see, let's go, because we've got a fucking squadron of ships at this point that are armed to the teeth that we can just have do a lap from here to San Felipe and be like, we could still be Castilian, even though it's Odiseo as part of Castile, or we can do whatever this is. So, your choice.
Well, it's
Not really my thing. I'll go along with whatever.
Ricardo's like, at the end of the day,
Avalon. Fuck.
Yeah. Yep.
That's absolutely right. Even if you're here, you totally hear that part because
I just point to a random corner
everywhere.
that's dark. And I'm like, man, we've got the backing fucking Avalon. So it's like,
if real push comes to shove,
I pointed straight into your soul.
Xenia could ask Prince Ilya.
Oh my god.
To back her.
Oh my god.
Because she fought under his army.
Oh my god.
And she also believes that he's the rightful ruler of Usura, but let's not get into that.
Ricardo says, like, at the end of the day,
do we know
Verdugo will try to label Odiseo as anathema and will try to wrangle it back because he will not take any challenges to really his rule because he's the power behind the throne. But one person who could change that would be good King Sandoval himself.
Well, we should send a letter to your bully boys and see if the woods are particularly uppity this time of year, and then see if any of our old friends can come down for a little vacation.
You got a contact mechanism.
That'd be hilarious.
You got a contact protocol for the fucking monster hunters.
That's right.
Oh,
Yeah, we'll just have them come down, come to the coast, have a few laughs.
Die Crusader. They'll come to your aid.
That's right.
And they're used to finding horrors, so
Yeah, breaking a line of dumbass Castilian lancers would probably be a walk in the park.
Yeah.
How is he gonna carry all those weird jars of Vexenberg stuff?
Take what you need.
I'm coming for you. I was like, just fucking try, Brad.
Let's go.
What's with all these nations and weird jars of stuff?
No, that gives them power.
Like,
Don't worry
all
about it.
y'all got is
We'll come
Catholicism. We got every kind of fucking magic and
The
bullshit.
company leader might be enticed to come down.
That's right.
if
He
you
doesn't
make
even
the
have all the
summons.
Catholicism. We have some of the
Which one is
Catholicism.
that?
Right?
We've got a couple branches.
We've got our own. We've got we've got like
Oh,
two
right.
different Catholicisms.
Okay.
Technically,
The leader of the
because
Zobel
Xenia
Oh yeah,
is
because you're
company.
part of the Usuran Orthodox Church.
Yeah.
She just stopped at the first book.
They're like, this is fine. Why do you need more?
Yeah. I didn't need to read the sequel. The first one was fine.
That's right.
The sequel's never as good.
It's just rehashed.
Yeah.
He's just trying to catch lightning in a bottle.
Yeah.
It doesn't.
And plus, Jenny grew up in the boonies, so she's like, yeah, we have the church thing and we have the thing that I practice, so it's fine. They live together.
That's right.
Well, that's
You
how
got-
it
you got
was
the-
for Jimena, too.
It's
Yeah.
never been a problem to have the two.
You got the church people with the big hats. Because the ones in the Shuren.
Yeah. Not everyone is blessed with Matushka, so they have to go, ask for blessings elsewhere. It's not my fault.
Because where Jimena grew up, there was like, everyone was Vadacine and we all went to church, but then we also had the alchemy and like the folk magic, and our family specifically had fire, which didn't used to be a bad thing.
Yeah.
And then they decided that it was, and then they offered our local bishop money to root out wickedness. Well, we all got burnt at the stake.
Luckily enough, I don't think that happened in Usura. I think it's still a general, like, no, we're okay with
So I can write this
with the
letter,
living land.
Like, I don't have to send it. Wait, maybe it's better if I send it back to San Felipe and have them send it out again? I don't know.
Just maybe we should have it handy in case we needed to kick off quicker than later.
I'm pen it.
So yeah, I mean, I'll
I
leave
do
that
a
up
lot
to
of
you.
letter writing.
Yeah, that I don't know how fast or because I imagine marching down is going to take a week or so.
Yep.
Or they might be able to do what we did and trek over into Montaigne and then come down because we're actually not that far from that port.
No, you're not.
Liso's actually pretty close.
You're
to that
actually
port.
much closer to Ison here.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I think I should send
Felipe.
it straight there, but I also want to do it in a way that won't easily get
Intercepted.
intercepted.
Well, we could.
Here.
Yeah, I was just about to. Yeah.
I might want to send like
Oh, I never
somebody
printed
to
your ship things.
bring it
I
themselves.
never printed your ship things.
Yeah, no rush. But yeah, we're right fucking there.
Basically, like you're in the bay here,
Mhm.
right? And
Bay
Ison
Area.
is right.
Oh. Do we have a ship we can send up there?
I mean, the Baon is still here,
Yeah.
isn't it?
La Baron Blanche is still here.
I mean, we'll have to transport the people back anyways.
Yeah.
Or
Well, do we want to call them in right now anyway?
You
Since
can send people as couriers there. Like there's people who will absolutely take that. Some of the crows taking like a land route might actually get there faster.
I think it's actually better to send for now instead of waiting.
Because
'Cause it
some
might
of the
take a while.
scouts will basically take the wildland roads and get there
faster than
pretty quick.
yeah. And the crows are outside on
Yep.
on the I saw on the war room map that they're here.
I have to go see the crows.
Yeah, we should go visit.
I promised all the old folk that I'd come back.
Yeah, maybe we can recruit a couple friendos for some for some clandestine operations.
I mean, you have a detachment here. Like the rest are still in San Felipe, helping to keep the peace.
Yeah.
Under in a partnership with Guard Captain Jose.
So I just want to make sure that I get a piece of Madre Paloma. Like, am I being left out because I can't tell lies?
No.
We were trying to figure out how to
Yeah. I'm like, this bitch makes weapons that actually hurt me.
No. The idea was we'll do the lying part, and when it's all
They're just not gonna tell
melee,
you what
it
they're
doesn't
planning.
matter anymore.
Yeah.
We'll just be
They're
like,
not gonna have
okay.
you wear disguise, or
Okay.
they will not tell you what they're planning.
No, that's fair.
We'll just put Ricardo up front, and
It's
that
just
way
the
once
winter
she
sons
hits
have to be
him,
part of
then
his
you can
self
activate.
reputation aspect.
This is a terrible manipulation. Using the poor man, like the poor vanilla man, as bait.
He's not vanilla. He's at least Neapolitan.
I think he's like,
He has like the
Cookies and
swirl
cream.
soft serve.
Yeah.
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 which is my favorite.
Yeah, see, he's fine. He survived a poisoning from what's her bucket that was supposed to be Aveen's foil, so
Yeah.
he's fine. He'll be fine. Like you said, you saw him get
This
shot
is
5
fine.
times. It was good.
No, I want to get shot 5 times.
Oh.
It keeps going.
Well, we'll test it out. We'll see.
Ugh, I just got reminded that there's like GM dice on the table.
Yeah.
Gross.
What? Where?
Well,
Whatever, dude.
it'll be up to Ricardo whether
What? No.
it'll be up to Ricardo where he is, not me. So that's fine. So you can be mad at John
You can always get mad at me.
when he finally kills Ricardo.
I will 100% take it.
Part of me's like, yes, kill him so I can have that beautiful,
So you can
angry,
have-
sad arc. But no.
Oh, hi, Edgelord.
Yeah, I know. It's terrible.
You'll have nowhere to retreat but the arms of a fellow warrior who also knows loss.
Yeah, right?
Oh no, that'd be the worst.
Oh my.
The wolf?
Oh, no, see, you're writing your own fanfic now. See, I didn't even have to try
I
that
was
hard.
still thinking about Elohim myself.
Elohim, yeah.
Elohim hasn't lost anybody.
Well, he's
That we
he's
know
still-
of.
I mean, I'm sure he's got some tragic shit
he's just
going
another-
on.
he's just another
like, every time I
military
think of him,
situation.
I see Scar
You go
from
and find your
Full Metal Alchemist. So.
yeah, your assassin dude
Yeah.
there that you're
Yeah, the
you're-
wolf. Yeah,
Except
because
he's bald.
because he lost his wife, and and it was just like
Except he's bald like
Except
a
he's
monk.
bald.
alternate universe
Hey, bald is beautiful, Sebastian.
Like
where
Sebastian.
Jimmy saves the wolf because he
Yeah.
has to die. That's
So,
that's the
so is he all
prophecy,
tatted?
has to
Because I
die.
need to add this to my
Oh.
vision. if
It was
he
either
is.
by my hand or he's going to do something that will trigger
No.
his own death.
Aw.
not.
But
It's alright. I
that
still
was
like
the
him.
prophecy that the Dumbledore gave me. Was one of us the two of us cannot exist. Only one of us can.
Oh, whoa.
Neither
So-
can exist while the other lives.
Exactly. So it was either I kill him
Oh,
or something else happens that triggers his death.
oh man. Something, sex metaphors.
Dear God.
I mean, that's basically what they sound like to me. So yeah.
Yeah. All right. Cool. So yeah. So these are things, and
Things are brewing.
Yep, things are brewing.
let's cook them up.
Tomorrow you have a meet to go to.
Let me erase another dramatic wound that is
Are
tomorrow.
there anything you would like to tackle
What? I mean, what time is it right now? It doesn't seem like it's that late.
today?
No.
Well,
No,
this
but-
is the same day we.
Oh,
You
wait, we
also-
did run a
Yeah.
house.
You
Yeah.
also ditch a bunch of shit, so like you're
No, I'm basically spending it, teaching people knit, and probably the end of the day I will start talking with these girls.
Yeah, Jenny is just comforting and doing the same, preaching the good word of Matushka.
And I'm probably
Be good, be honest.
for the siblings, I'm probably gonna be like, I'm gonna start subtle, I'm just gonna talk about, well, since we both come from Vadache, I asked them what they are from in Vadache, and then kind of slowly work towards, has this ever happened to you?
You ever made a pane of glass disappear and talk to the boa constrictor on the other side?
Uh-huh.
So
You hear strange sounds in the night.
because
You're
I
ready
still
to
wasn't
believe.
100%.
fill this text. Fill this little test.
Yeah.
So because I still wasn't 100% sure either. Okay, so there's this house that we're all in that has the dumb old boy, and then
One of the houses belongs to the Duke.
and then there's the warehouse, which is now a barracks. And what's the third one?
So the third one is the house that Laundreville originally gave us to stay in, but her and Ricardo were doing their we're nobility thing, and they bought the house that we're currently in. So we have a second house that we just kind of haven't been using.
Yeah, we were in that first house for like an hour.
Okay.
Who's in there now?
Literally no one. It was
Oh.
just a safe house that Laundreville
It was
told us
offered to them,
use.
but then
And then we were literally in the house long enough for Jimena to dress Xenia as a Castilian noble and
So
break
that
her
they
spirit.
could go buy this house to show that they have money so that she could get kidnapped.
Yeah.
So where in the city is this other one? I mean, the first one.
The OG.
it's actually closer to where Ronaldville's mansion is.
Oh.
So I tell Magnus where that is, and I surreptitiously see if any, out of eyes and earshot of these two, I see if any of the ladies in the house have a proclivity for knives or forks or axes.
There's combatants in there, and some of them were even plying that trade in the exercise of their function, because they're more or less they're city guides, but they're spies and basically like responsible for communicating out the city narrative.
So yeah, as I sort of like nudge one here or there, I'm just sort of like, okay, and just leave that that hint there that these skills are still necessary wherever they end up. And then I'm like, well, I'm gonna go to that other house because I don't want to sleep at a smelly barracks right now. It's not my barracks, and I'll just be a disruption.
You didn't set it up.
And there's all this, so send the boy if you need me or Magnus, because I'm not gonna be helpful. I've seen this happen already, and I just get in the way. So I'm gonna go hang out over there.
Okay. Magnus will go with.
Yeah. I'm also gonna take Magnus because I know he's not gonna help either. So.
Yes, no, please take Magnus.
He needs to be somewhere
I
else.
love you, Magnus,
It's
but
okay.
you need to leave.
I get it. Distance helps in some of these relationships. I hear you.
Do you need an old sad man?
Do you need an old sad man?
I don't know.
Huh. Let me see. Let me see if I need an old sad man.
He does need things to do.
Well, he's gonna have plenty to do here. Tony was like, "Oh yeah, give him that renewed purpose through dadism."
Sure.
Dadism.
Yeah, through daddening.
Megan, you're saying bald is beautiful with Sebastian. When I created Sebastian, like physically, like he looks like Redis. So basically like this. Like a salt and pepper dark man.
I'd eat that meat.
Salt and pepper dark man.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Here for it.
Give me that dark meat. Not sorry, but
No. I'm not that sorry.
My favorite part is when you get the chicken and you turn it over and you dig into its hip for a little bit for that one tiny nugget of juicy dark goodness.
Yep.
I do like that stuff.
I don't understand the metaphor anymore.
AKA,
You lost me on this euphemism.
just turn it over, just rip out that one little bit like right underneath. That's
I
my
thought it was
favorite
butt
part.
stuff, and then it wasn't.
No,
No.
it's more like eating its pancreas, but it's the nugget.
but I don't want to use pink.
I think.
I want to marry a quail.
Well, you're gonna love it, goddammit!
You'll get nothing like it.
Please, Dr. Quailman is my father.
Dr. Quailman's my father. I'm Dr. Quailman.
So obnoxious.
Prince of Quails.
Don't confound me with Mr. Quailman.
Well, technically his father was Professor Quailman.
Yeah, Mr. Quailman was the father. He was Dr. Quailman.
Good.
What's El Batman's name again?
Hector.
Hector? Okay.
El Batman.
All right. I look over at Hector when she's like, and I go, "Oi, Hector,
Yes.
could you please pass me those knitting needles? Yeah, please pass me those needles. They're
Sure.
bone needles, and so when I grab them, I sort of tap into them through my satyr knowledge,
Mm-hmm.
because they're technically scrimshaw,
Yeah.
and that they're worked bone. And I would like to ask the GM a single yes or no question about the future. GM must answer honestly, but only needs to respond yes or no. If in the event the question can be changed by the actions of others, such as whether or not a person will die, then the answer given represents the outcome that is currently most likely.
Yep.
But otherwise, this power is never wrong. My question is, will Hector find purpose as a surrogate father to these girls?
Yes.
Great.
And I sort of take them slowly as I sort of tap into that and see that he's like, doting and helping here and there.
There is you feel a redirection of purpose, almost a continuation of an old duty passed on to somebody new.
And I just look at Marilena pointedly, and I go, no, and I tap my temple with the with the hooks, and I'm like, Dulu.
Hector looks very confused, but
that's all right.
I suppose I wouldn't be much use right now.
Oh goodness.
I may.
We have to work on him too.
I need a moment.
You're always welcome here. There are many people that need help.
I suppose, yes.
Pushing Magnus out the door.
Alright. We're gonna head out and make a new party house in this new home.
Man. But are you gonna make like an actual gaming den that isn't fake?
Well, actually, I was like, no, we know where there is one now that's run by an actual Vestin, so we're probably gonna stop off there and get like a pony keg to go.
All right.
For a nightcap, and then yeah, we'll just start wrecking.
You don't have to worry about waking up the kids,
right? Yeah, we'll just start fucking wrecking Laundryville Safe House.
We're gonna go over there, and there's just gonna be like mattress, underwear, strewn all over.
Magnus.
You're funny, underwear.
Oh, right. Never mind. They're just there naked.
You're funny. You're thinking we need to strip to
That's
do
right.
When there's a will, there's a way. Your clothes provide as much resistance as you let them.
That's right.
I mean, if you're gonna poop everywhere, at least cover it up, jeez.
Not savages.
Please.
Actually, no. We're actually fairly fastidious,
Right?
As it were.
Magnus like flips his hair and it's like, look at this. You think this happened?
That's
by
right.
accident?
Yeah. No. Yeah. No. You gotta use that bowl you all spit in constantly to keep it fresh. All right. So yeah, that's. I'll come back. I'll be back tomorrow with this goofus, or not, or maybe he can post up and hang out with Ezek to make sure that the ladies have an extra hand around the house while we go have a meeting with Cardinal Fatty.
Cardinal Fatty.
I'm actually just gonna be
Please
Cardinal.
don't call her that in person.
Card Fatty.
Cardi Fatty.
Cardi Fatty.
Cardio.
This is totally Tony.
That's
yeah,
a good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good street name.
Yeah.
Cardi Fatty. So weird. All right. Any other actions that any of you want to take in preparation
No.
for tonight?
I just stare at the dress for a while before I go to bed.
Feed me.
Yeah. At this point, like Aurelia is sort of used to the ritual and doesn't really question it anymore. But
I think at the end of the day, Zhenya opts to sleep downstairs with the girls to keep the good vibes present in her that shit.
Ricardo's like it. I can stay down here with you if you'd like.
Probably before I go to sleep, I will actually tell Zhenya about the two girls that I strongly suspect have the gift.
Yeah.
And that I'm kind of just slowly working that in, trying to,
There's
I mean,
trigger.
hint. Yeah. Zhenya's like, okay, well, it's their decision,
of course.
what they want to do, kind of thing, because she's big on that shit.
Mm-hmm.
And then tells Ricardo, of course you can stay with me.
But yeah, Ricardo brings his bundles and brings his stuff downstairs. Camping in your own house.
It's a sleepover.
Basically. Perfect. Mylena,
Yes.
Uh-oh, dream time.
as you go to sleep,
Time for dreaming.
you see a field of darkness.
How do I see it though? If it's dark.
You see your own
It's not
hands.
pitch
Magic
black.
missile.
You see your own hands.
Okay.
So you know you are in that space. But really dark everywhere around. You can't even see the ground. And then straight ahead from you, there's like a orange glow that starts to propagate, and then you realize it's flames.
I think, why is he not on my dream?
Rising up.
Hell
But
yeah.
these flames don't give you a good vibe. In fact, it you can smell like a really acrid smell as you're looking at those, and you smell like buildings burning down, and you know, like it's the fire gives you like a very foreboding feeling. And then from the flames you see several dark shapes almost like shambling towards menacingly in full cadence. You can't really see features, like they're just like shapes walking towards you, and you hear them like dragging various implements, and you hear the sound of metal dragging on the ground. You notice that many of them are wielding like chains and weaponry as they move towards, and wherever they walk, the flames propagate until it becomes so bright that it hurts your eyes and you have to avert your glance. And the vision is done. You find yourself in a garden of white roses.
Oh, this again.
And a pristinely dressed older man with a very neatly trimmed beard, slicked back white hair, finishes trimming some of these roses, and it's maybe the best curated garden you've ever seen. And as he pauses to sort of admire his work and touch one of the flowers, you see him slowly pull back his hand, and there's a trickle of blood running along the length of his finger. And you see as you approach and lean closer that it drips on the table beneath him, where a scroll is lying, and the blood drops between the crest of Castille and the crest of Odisseo, almost creating a separation. And he sort of looks at this and sort of wipes the blood away so that the streak starts to run more towards the Odyssean side of the crest.
Man, I still don't know who the heck this guy is. That's something I haven't figured out.
Well, we'll find him.
And he seems to nod at that and lays a cup of what seems to be like piping hot tea on that side as well, like close to the Odyssean crest. And he goes back to observing his garden, and before
what kind
long,
of tea is it? Do I know?
the vision fades. It's very aromatic, and because you were raised in Vodace and are, you have experienced a lot of different teas just because it's a humongous hub of trade with foreign nations. Your best bet would be that this is Crescent.
What the heck? Okay.
And before long, the vision fades again. And here comes morning.
Yeah, these things are getting more and more difficult to figure out. Nice. Well, yes and no.
All right. Morning comes, and we will pause it here for this session. Next session, we will meet Cardinal Fatima. We still have a good 3 XP for this section. And we will reconvene again in 2 weeks.
Was that 3?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, well, I'm just going to spend them right now
Oh, really?
on this. Nice. Give me that 5th dot in empathy.
Oh, goodness.
Empathy, put yourself in place of me. Hey Donnie, everyone says your songs are super balls. I love Adventure Time.
Yep.
Why would they say that?
It's the trembling. Why would they say that? Yes, I did add the basement is for lies to our OOC list.
You sit on a throne of lies.
All right, say goodnight, Internet.
Good night!
Bye, Lynette.
That was special.